Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest is the host of his own radio and TV shows, one of the country's best-selling authors, and the next governor of the state of New York. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, America's worst nightmare, Howard Stern.
I would have been the next governor of New York, Dave. You're right. Got a little sidetracked. Okay. Good morning, everybody. We're going to take a short little break just to get things rolling here. We got to make sure we don't fall far behind. Then we'll come back, tell you everything that's going on today, right after these words.
Here's Howard.
Yeah. I had a busy show business day yesterday. I was on the phone with, let's see, what happened first? Yeah, you would think I was the king of all media. That name kind of means something now. I was on the phone with my movie studio.
Yeah.
They called me to discuss several directors who have contacted them after receiving the script.
So there's a lot of interest from directors after reading the script.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh.
And, what the various directors would do, because don't forget, this is not a finished script. Now, the director comes in. This happens in all movies. And the director then takes his shot at working with the writers, which in this case are me and Peter Torkvey.
He then fashions the script he would like to work from.
That's right. That's correct, Robin.
I have heard that part of show business before.
So then I got to fly out to California. I want to shoot it here in New York, but I think I have to shoot it in California. I don't know, but
How are you going to do that?
No. I have to shoot, not the movie.
Oh.
Let's tell you my schedule, so you'll be aware of what's going on. I'd have to fly out one weekend and shoot the trailer. We're doing a little teaser that goes on in Thanksgiving or Christmas season. Thanksgiving and Christmas season that would sort of get people ready for the movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the trailer. The trailer's where they cut up pieces of the movie.
Right, this is something else. This is a teaser.
Yeah. I'd probably start shooting in November if everything goes on schedule.
Mm-hmm.
If everything, if the script is in complete ship shape.
So what you're saying is in the next couple of weeks you'd have to go out there to do this teaser.
Yes, that's correct, Robin.
I see.
I would have to go out to L.A. to shoot.
Hollywood?
To Hollywood to shoot some preliminary, do some preliminary work on my film projects. So I was on the phone with the studio from my screening room.
Your screening room?
Well,
where's that?
That's what I call my TV set. My screening room. That's what you call it now that I'm in movies.
Oh, I see.
That's my screening area.
No longer a TV.
No, that's my screening area. So I was in the screening area talking with the studio with David Kirkpatrick and Keith Samples.
So this was like a three-way conversation? You were conferencing?
Yeah, we conferenced. They were on speakerphone. I hate that. I just wish they could all... why do two guys need to be on speakerphone? I don't know why they can't each pick up a phone.
Did you do speakerphone, too?
I was gonna, just to screw them up. I was gonna speakerphone, but I always end up yelling into that thing. I should have speakerphoned them.
I see. That's what I'm saying.
Because you know what they would have done? They would have said, maybe we should all pick up on extensions.
See, it sounded fine to them.
Yeah. Speakerphone. I don't know. And then I try to figure out what each guy does. Like David Kirkpatrick ran Paramount Studios. And now he runs this Reicher Entertainment.
Yeah.
And Keith, the other guy...
What does he do?
I think he was like a sales guy, but I think he thinks he's a writer or something now. I'm not sure what he thinks he is.
Well, what is he doing for you?
I don't know. He seems to be doing everything. He seems to be writing, producing, directing. I don't know. He's very involved. But he's a good guy. I like him. I like both those guys. We've been having a pretty good relationship so far. I'm sure it'll all fall apart, but...
Yeah, I guess, waiting for the shoe to drop.
Yeah.
That's what it's like with you. You're in love, and then the next thing you know, you're...
No, I'm not in love.
Well, this is love for me.
Right. The fact that I'm not yelling...
screaming at somebody or about somebody, you're in love with them.
I could potentially start yelling about Keith because he, but so far he's been pretty cool.
Yeah.
But I could yell about it because he's always writing stuff down. He's always writing like little script ideas and stuff, and I go,
on your script?
Yeah, and I go, don't write anything on it.
Yeah.
I said, you have to make 1,700 movies before you can start writing on my script.
Where are your credentials?
Yeah, I said, why don't you go out and like sell stuff? Let me handle.
Because he's like a businessman.
Yeah. But a lot of business guys get into the creative.
Yeah.
That's one thing good about working here. The business guys never once tried to tell me, what I should do on the air.
They're very good about that.
Yeah, it would be very dangerous otherwise. Very dangerous. It wouldn't work. That would be like, Tom Chisano telling me, I've written some good bits here. Maybe you and the boys ought to look them over.
Tom would love to do that.
Yeah. Tom tried that in the beginning. Tom tries every once in a while to slip in some creativity.
Every so often he'll try to tell you, well, it would be better if you did it this way.
Yeah, he tells me I could be much funnier doing things this way. But, of course, I know he's a nitwit and that I would never listen to him.
Well, he's not a funny guy.
Right. Excuse me. Yeah, he's not a nitwit.
Laughing in the halls when he's talking about...
I've never seen Tom make anybody laugh, ever. And yet he would feel qualified telling me what to do.
Tom can take the world's best joke and make it unfunny.
Right. See, that's why I got to be careful with the producers of my movie. They're two unfunny guys that I got to make sure they know how to make movies.
Yeah. Everybody thinks being funny is so easy.
Well, yeah, everybody thinks they're funny. There isn't a person on the planet that doesn't think they're funny.
Yeah.
Problem is, nobody's funny. Everyone's annoying. And it's funny, the funny people don't think they're funny. Like, I don't think I'm funny. And everyone tells me how funny I go, what are you talking about? I'm not funny. I don't even know I'm funny. Either you're funny or you're not.
Have people laughing at whatever they do simply because they're more powerful.
Right.
And then they get to think, oh, I'm a scream.
Yeah, they walk into a room and everyone's laughing because they have some money.
Right.
See, I had people laughing at me when I had no money. So that's a good indication.
Yeah.
It's a good sign. It's a good sign that I might be funny.
That's the one to go with.
Right. Hey, Jackie thinks I'm a scream, right, Jackie? There you go. He's always laughing at me. And remember, you're fired if you don't laugh at me. There you go. There you go.
That's even more of a...
Yeah. Genuine. Very good. So after I hung up with those guys, then I was on the phone with Simon & Schuster about my paperback. They're all in a panic. When are you going to do book signings? Are you going to do any TV appearances? Are you going to...
They want TV appearances, too?
Yeah, and I've set it up that they're not supposed to talk to me. They're supposed to talk to my publicist. See, I've got people now.
And what were they on the phone with you?
I don't know. I didn't know my publicist was in Los Angeles.
Your publicist is busy.
Yeah, he's busy, so they got a hold of me, and they started making me crazy, and I can't say no. It's just like to this movie studio people. I said, hey, let's shoot the trailer here in New York. They're like, well, the company that's going to make it is the top trailer company in Los Angeles, and that means you've got to fly in 40 people, so... I don't want them to go to any weird expense, so maybe I'll just go out there and do it.
There's no good trailer people in New York.
Evidently. Well, listen, I'd rather go with between you and me, I'd rather go with a company that makes trailers and has done like 17,000 of them than some New York company that's gotten one trailer.
Well, I just didn't know whether there was a New York company that did 15,000.
No. No, I'm going to L.A. And that's final. I just don't want a lot of time to do it because I got to do all these book signings.
You're going to do them in between books.
Yeah, I mean, so, I got to be realistic. That's why I wanted to shoot the whole movie in New York, because I know that's where I'm going to be able to shoot it.
Couldn't the teaser be you signing books?
I don't know.
Looks like it's going to have to be.
The teaser will be me signing books. Why is this man signing books? Anyway, so then I was...
Who's writing this teaser?
Well, it's kind of funny. What happened was... One of the guys from the studio had an idea, and I hated it. And then I told him, well, if we did it like this, it would be funny.
You took his idea and embellished it?
Yeah, I said, if you're going to do it, you got to do it like Howard Stern would do it. I said, you guys are thinking like some kind of dickhead. So then we put a little spin on it, and it's real funny. So I'm cool with it. I think if you saw this in the theaters, you would laugh.
Is it anything like that poster?
No. It has nothing to do with the poster. No, it's not a woman vomiting as I kiss her. Although I would enjoy that. I have no problem with that.
Anytime you can get near a woman, you'd enjoy it.
In fact, this doesn't even involve a woman, unfortunately.
Any cowboys holding hands?
No cowboys holding hands. Nothing like that. Something different. Something different. Something a little less subtle. My stab at subtle humor. So then I was on the phone with the lady from Simon & Schuster, Robin. Another Robin.
How many people have this name now?
I don't know. Everyone. You got to change your name to like Queen Latifah or something.
Robin. Everybody's Robin.
Yeah, everyone's Robin. There's 37 Robins running around in my life. So I was talking to this Robin, and she wants me to... I don't think I can change the date of my book signing on Long Island from the 22nd to the 29th.
Oh, your mother's going to be so disappointed.
Yeah, well, they want the book signing on the 22nd. And a lot of bookstores, I don't know, people are telling me they go to bookstores, they can't find the paperback. I bet you, I mean, I wonder, like in Florida, now that we're on in Florida, is the paperback on, is it like...
Why don't we call a bookstore in Florida?
All right, we will do that. I'd like to know. Because I talk to some people, they can't find it.
Well, I've only been in Manhattan. It can be found here.
You see the paperback?
Yeah.
Okay. Good.
I've scouted several bookstores, and it's been in every one.
I don't know, because too many people come up to me and go, well, is it in the stores yet? Is that paperback available?
I told you I saw it before you had even told me it was in the store.
Oh, really?
Yeah. While we were on vacation, I discovered it.
So I got to go do that on the 22nd on Long Island at, I forget the name of the bookstore. I don't even know the name of the bookstore.
Did you decide whether Fred is going to be your band?
Yeah, I'm going to have the Fred Norris band playing outside.
Nine Inch Norris?
And yeah, 9 Inch Norris and Stuttering John's band.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Then I'll come to see the band.
Yeah, you can come see the music.
I shall deign to come.
I shall be there.
I'll be a go-go girl.
Yeah,
Give me a cage.
Now you're talking.
Now I definitely got to do that.
You're going to need a go-go name. You can't be Robin anymore.
No, I got it. What's a go-go name?
Like Lady Booby.
Lady Booby. Thank you so much. Keep your mouth shut.
Lady Booby.
I'm not asking you anything anymore.
Well, you asked for a name. I gave you one. Hullababoob. Something like that. Hullababooby. Lady Booby. All right, turn that off. Try going to that. Yeah, so I'll be out on Long Island October 22nd with Lady Booby and the 9 Inch Norris. Now you're canceling? What?
You can go rollerblade.
Yeah.
Oh, forget you too.
Go rollerblade. Will you treat us to some go-go rollerblading?
Oh, I'm not coming now.
Oh, why? Because you're Lady Booby? Well, give yourself your own name then. What do you want from me? You asked for a name. So, yeah, and so I'll have that going on out there on the 22nd. It's somewhere on Long Island, I think in...
Just look for the crowd.
Yeah, if you see a crowd on the 22nd on Long Island, that's going to be me. I'm trying to switch it to the 29th. It doesn't look like there's much hope. And then I got to go to Washington, D.C. with the woman who...
When are you doing that?
I think the 16th... What's today?
The 20-something.
22nd.
I think I'm doing it Friday the 30th. I'm going to Washington, D.C.
Oh, I won't be able to go there.
Yeah, I'm going there with the woman from Westlaco, Texas. The woman who got fired from her job. Can you believe this?
Can't you change that one?
You don't get a lot of mail about that. No, I don't think I can change that one, Robin. They're anxious for me to get out and promote because I'm not really doing any TV appearances.
I would love to go to Washington with you, but I can't go on the 30th.
Well, what can I tell you? I can't switch these dates. That ain't in the cards. That ain't in the cards. I don't know.
Well, maybe I can work something out.
I'm getting a lot of letters from...
What, Westlaco?
Just different people. I got a letter from a lawyer yesterday who sent money, actually, for the woman from Westlaco, Texas.
We don't have a defense.
Yeah, we really don't. I just want to get her a job, and that's the reason I'm bringing her to Washington with me. It's a horrible story. This woman was a librarian of a town called Westlaco, Texas, small town in Texas, and it was the woman in charge of the library, and they have a small budget, and she was in charge of buying any of the bestsellers that come out so that people at the library could read them.
Well, I thought it was a good idea that she didn't just sit around trying to fill her library with books nobody wanted to read.
Right.
She would look at the top 10 of the bestseller list and say, oh, I'll get these too.
Yeah, she didn't really sit there and make value judgments on them. So she saw my book at the top. I don't know, I was in the top 10 for something like 20 weeks or something. She saw it, and I was number 1 for quite a few weeks. And she said, I'll buy the book for my town, for the library. I don't know. She didn't know Howard Stern. I'm not on in Westlaco, Texas. So she buys it. Some of these religious maniacs got on the bandwagon and started yelling and screaming that
I wonder how they even found out about it.
Who knows? Well, evidently the book was checked out since it came in.
That's why I say, that somehow or other somebody just had to tell them because they wouldn't have seen it.
The book never sat on the shelves. There was always a waiting list for it. So the town elders got together and decided not only was this woman wrong for buying my book, but she should be fired. Can you imagine? One book. And in fact, they fired her.
It wasn't like she had a history of buying books they didn't like.
And she had a good job record. It wasn't like anyone was unhappy with her work or anything like that. And they fired her, and she had to move from the town. And she's now unemployed.
Well, how many libraries do you think they have in Westlaco?
Don't know, but I am taking her to Washington with me on the... why can't I get the names of these stores where I'm appearing? For Christ's sake. I'm going to appear with her in front of the Washington Press Corps, and I will make her plight known to the world. I will get the word out that this woman has been fired over this book.
And let people know what's happening in this country.
That's right.
Their freedom to read whatever they want is being taken away.
And while I am talking to the press, I'll hold my book up, and, you know, what the hell? Of course, yeah.
Get the poster out there, too.
Poster, please. Make sure the poster's with me, Fa-Fa-Fooey. Poster and book. New paperback.
Bring all the posters.
So I'll be appearing in Washington on the 30th. If anybody would like their paperback signed, I'd be happy to do that. And what is it, Fa-Fa-Phony?
I think I know where you're going to be in Washington.
Okay, go ahead.
I think you're going to be at Crown Bookstore.
Am I? Where is that?
I don't have the information. I just have a message from the woman at the book company.
It's not in D.C. itself, is it?
I would be lying if I said I knew.
I see.
Thank you for that information.
Trying to think of new ways to say the same thing.
I see.
A Crown Bookstore somewhere.
I see. So in other words, you don't know where I'll be signing books.
Well, I know the name of the store. I just don't know where it is.
Like Crown is not a big chain or anything.
So it'll be a great photo opportunity as I stand there from with the librarian from Westlaco, Texas.
Surrounded by posters and phone numbers.
Yes. That will be our one appearance. She's evidently getting a lot of requests to go on talk shows.
Really?
The woman from Westlaco, Texas, and
is there any money in that?
I don't know.
Money.
I don't know. I hope so.
But also it's exposure and could get her another job.
And she just wants to be a librarian. She's not even looking for some big payday. She's not looking to become a hero.
She's not suing anybody.
Right. She's like, you know this woman, Rosa Parks, the blacks have? Well, she's our Rosa Parks.
The blacks have?
The blacks have Rosa Parks.
Rosa Parks did something for the country.
No, please. It was so much easier when everyone sat in their own portion of the bus.
Oh, you.
Rosa Parks. Rosa Parks, yeah. Rosa Parks was a woman who refused to sit at the back of the bus. Troublemaker.
Oh, well, actually, what happened was she was tired.
Right.
And she just said, I'm going to sit right here. I'm tired.
Yeah, so she sat where the white people are supposed to sit. All right, so the bus driver was sort of to sit there, and then we've been over with. Yeah, right.
She was just tired.
She was just tired. She really wasn't that brave. And then, unfortunately, now there's no room for white people on the bus.
Now you got to drink out of the same fountain and everything.
Yeah, everything.
Go to the same bathroom.
Yeah, now you got to go to the same bathroom.
The bus will start.
Right. You know, Mike Tuchis has actually touched the seat where black people have sat on the toilet. Anyway, so this brave woman, Pam Antonelli is her name. She is our mother. We call her Mother Pam.
Mother Pam.
Mother Pam. The blacks call Rosa Parks Mother Rosa. So we call her Mother Pam. Mother Pam. Mother Pam Antonelli joining me in Washington, D.C. What is it, Fa-Fa-Phony?
I do know where your other book signing is going to be.
All right, now, the one in New York on Long Island.
That's correct.
Will be where?
It's going to be at Borders Books.
Oh, Borders Books.
And that's on Old Country Road. I think it's like right on the Westbury Carl Place border. I think it's Carl Place. It's right next to the Price Club.
All right, right next to the Price Club. Very good. Oh. That's where I want to be after the book signing. Because I like to go there.
Do a little shopping.
Why not? I get good bargains there.
That's right. Buy a case or something.
Buy a case. I like to buy a case of things. That's where you go to buy a case of stuff.
I got a case of Fig Newtons.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You go to the Price Club, and like everyone on Long Island's into like the Price Club, and they all go to it. And you think you're getting like these unbelievable buys because you have to buy everything by the case.
Right.
Stuff you really don't even need by the case.
3 gallons of soy sauce.
Yeah, 3 gallons of soy sauce.
People back up trucks to the Price Club.
Right. Howard, because my wife will go there and come. You're not going to believe it. I just bought a case of soy sauce.
Yeah.
I go, yeah.
But it's like cases of Tide and cases of paper towels.
Yeah, and everyone
toilet paper. I get 36 rolls.
And everyone walks out so thrilled with their bargain.
I am.
Yeah, but who even know? You can't even figure out if you're really getting a bargain.
Yes, I can.
Well, you know what other people do? They say, look, I'm going to go to the Price Club next week. Do you need anything?
Yeah, I know, and it's like a whole big thing if someone's going to the Price Club.
Wait, do you know what a roll of six things of toilet paper costs in Manhattan?
But why when you go to a regular store, nobody says, hey, I'm going to a regular store.
No.
It's always like a big deal that you're going to the Price Club and you'll be picking up cases of things.
Right.
And everyone goes, oh, you are going to the Price Club? All right, can you pick me up 300 rolls of towels?
A vat of mayonnaise.
Yeah, a vat. I need Hellman's. How many cases do you need?
I was in there once, and there was a Spanish family in front of me.
Yeah.
They must have owned a restaurant.
Right.
You can get...
no, they don't.
You can get gallons of that Mazola oil.
Yeah.
They had 3 cartfuls. They must have had 50, 70 gallons of Mazola oil.
It's all going right to the arteries.
There's sizes of things in there that you never knew existed.
Yeah, I know.
It's like you feel like you're in a Tom Thumb.
60 ounce of Cheerios.
Yeah. 60 ounces?
What's the double 20?
It's hardly worth the few pennies that you save buying by the crate. It's hardly worth the amount of storage you have to find in your house.
Well, the shopping.
I know a guy bought a warehouse just to put his Price Club stuff.
The shopping cart looks like Land of the Giants. It's like 5 times the size. It's a huge shopping cart.
Right.
And there's like little space on the bottom so you can get stuff in too.
Yeah, right. Buy cases of stuff.
Yeah, I have never been inside, but I hear the Price Club conversation.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it's always like my wife goes like once a month, and it's like a big deal that she's going to the Price Club.
Hey, I'm going to the Price Club.
Yeah. Do you need anything? I need 50 packs of film.
I got a thing of detergent that's got to be 5 feet tall.
Yeah.
I wonder how people get these things home.
No, it's not worth the hassle. I'm telling you, I'd rather just buy something small and pay an extra $1.
If there's something you specifically need and you need a lot of it, it's really worth it. But when you go there, you get the bargain, and then there's so much stuff that you think is such a good bargain, you come home with tons of things you don't even need.
And the crate of Fig Newtons that you have is all going to go bad anyway.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, how many? You're going to be stuffing yourself.
How long can you keep the Fig Newtons around?
Let's see, there's 30 to a crate, so I got 30 packs. There's 100 Fig Newtons in each pack. I have over 3,000 Fig Newtons right now at my disposal.
A year's supply of Bounty.
Yeah. I'll never have to go shopping for Bounty again.
A gallon of plaques.
Yeah. You got that?
I get a gallon of it. Those are very quickly.
Do you really?
Yes.
Yeah, those teeth look sparkly clean, I got to tell you.
They're a special color of green today.
Intravenous.
Yeah. Intravenous plaques. Take care of those teeth. All right. Anyway.
All that stuff he's doing, they still don't sparkle.
I don't know, man. For all the stuff you put on your teeth, they should be shiny white.
Genetic, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
Doing the best I can.
It's just so much work.
Even affect the porcelain he put in the
What is Plaques? That's that.
Plaques it's a mouthwash you use.
Can I tell you something? Is that to remove plaque?
Well, I don't know what it does. It's like a mouthwash. I like to use it after.
Why do you use it?
I'll tell you why I use it.
Okay.
Because after I water pick and brush my teeth with baking soda and peroxide, I need something to get the taste out of my mouth.
Oh, so it's a taste thing with you?
For me, it's a taste thing.
Oh, I see. What about car wax? You ever try that?
You know, that British guy should come and use Gary's teeth. You know how
Amazing Discoveries?
Amazing Discoveries.
Make an old car look like new.
Yeah.
You're not going to set my teeth on fire, are you?
Yeah.
Let me see you shine this surface.
Because you can get rid of plaque just with a toothbrush.
Right.
You don't need any of that.
Yeah, it's for taste.
Oh, okay. God, what's going on in that mouth?
But he gets about a gallon.
There's so many chemicals mixed in. One day you're just going to read that he dropped dead.
Yeah,
like Vetus Gerolitis.
And you'll think it's drugs, but it'll be Gary's mouth preparation.
It'll form like propane in his mouth. Your poor tongue. That's what must really go through hell, your tongue. But all right, listen, what are you going to do? All right, let me take a break. I should tell you everything that's going on. Stuttering John, he did that stellar interview with Mr. Rogers that I haven't repeated.
Yes.
But yesterday he spoke with Hugh Hefner at great length.
He actually got to him.
Yes, the man who created Playboy magazine will be with Stuttering John this morning. Also, I will get to the tapes of
Grant Tinker.
Grant Tinker. I will do it today, Robin.
But you know, Howard, you said when you were looking over the questions for John yesterday, you said, geez, all these questions are so good, I wish Hugh Hefner would do a one-on-one.
Yes.
He did.
Oh, that's great. These are really good questions, Robin. Also today, John Wayne Bobbitt, our old friend, is releasing his new porno video.
Oh, isn't that interesting?
He's coming by with all his guest starlets.
Wonderful, because I see in the paper today a big headline that he wants to get back with Lorena.
Well, I saw a portion of his new video.
Tape, yes.
And, I'll tell you about it when he comes here, but I think they sewed that thing on backwards.
Is it pointing the wrong way?
It's pointing the wrong way, isn't it, Gary? Hang on, I'll reveal those as the morning continues, right after these words.
The Howard Stern Show.
My voice sounds really deep.
Howard Stern.
I sound deep. I sound really like a deep voice guy today, don't I? Like a very deep voice. Don't I?
Well, if you really force it down, you sound like an announcer.
Yeah, almost. What is it, phony?
King of all messengers, called Heraldo, was doing another one of his live OJ shows yesterday.
I heard that. I was watching when this happened.
I was watching, too. I walked away from my TV for 2 seconds. I came back. Heraldo was yelling at one of the phone callers.
Yeah.
And I said, I bet you I missed the Howard Stern phone call.
I was sitting there, and all of a sudden, it sounded like a pretty reasonable call, and then they cut it off just as your name was coming out.
Oh.
But we have the uncut version.
Oh, wonderful, because I didn't hear what he said, because Heraldo asked afterwards, do we have a 7-second delay?
Right.
morning, Howard.
Hey, King of all messengers. Haven't heard from you in a while.
Yeah, I've been up to my ass with a lot of problems.
What's the matter? You got hemorrhoids?
My son had minor surgery for adenoids, and I've been sick for a while myself.
For adenoids? He doesn't need that.
Yeah, he snores like a son of a...
So you took out his adenoids?
Yeah.
Just because he snored?
Yeah, well, he has problems, too. We had to put some drains in his ears because he accumulates a lot of water.
Nah, he doesn't have a good diet. You don't feed him right.
Oh, he eats.
Yeah, he eats, but he eats the wrong stuff.
Wow.
I'm telling you, all that stuff is unnecessary. You should let me have the kid for a while.
Well, they said he would grow out of it, when we several years ago, but he's 7 years old and he never grew out of it.
Because you guys don't feed him right.
You could hear him snoring next door.
You guys like the Kennedys. They had a mildly retarded daughter, and they just removed her brain.
Oh.
You cut them if you don't like them.
Yeah, just remove it. If he snores, so now he doesn't snore?
No, he doesn't now.
Really?
Plus he breathes through his nose now, which before he'd be breathing through his mouth all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, just sad to see him, running around and then just breathing through his mouth. And that's how you catch colds easily.
Oh,
well, it's amazing with those wonderful genetics you passed along to him that he should have so many problems.
Well, if you've ever seen the King of all messengers, you would know that the genetics there are a little shaky.
That's true.
So you mutilated your son and he's feeling better?
Yes.
Good, okay. And now you're all back to making your phone calls?
Yes, I am.
All right, let me hear what you did on the Heraldo.
I'm very happy that he was able to stop making the phone calls for a little while for his son.
I'm surprised he stopped making the calls. Just because your son was operated on doesn't mean you have to stop making phony phone calls.
I'm surprised he didn't make calls from the hospital room.
Right.
I thought about it. I had my phone with me.
Did your wife give you a whole lecture like, hey, maybe you shouldn't make phony phone calls while our son is being operated on?
No, not at all. No.
All right.
No.
She didn't even have to talk to you. That's good.
No. I knew well enough to hold off a while.
King of all messengers is a 50-year-old guy who stays in his basement making phony phone calls for the show.
Yeah.
And I guess his son started snoring to get his attention, but it didn't work.
Well, see what it is? Sometimes I'd be making phone calls, he'd be sleeping, and he'd be snoring so loud you could hear it through the phone. So I had to get rid of him.
Oh.
All right, go ahead. Come on.
Okay, this is to Heraldo yesterday.
All right, let me hear this.
Adams. Here you go.
Cindy Adams is on.
Right.
And if you ever dealt with policemen in America, you would understand that it is important to have that in place.
Okay, Cyril. Mike, a caller from New York. Mike.
Yes, my question is for Cindy Adams. I'd like to know two things. First, how much has O.J. spent for his defense team thus far, and can Howard Stern wipe a booger in your hair?
Do we have a 7-second delay on the show? I'm sure that they are.
How about a 10-second delay?
10-second delay. No, it's okay. Get a life, Mike, from New York, you jerk. Cindy, you don't have to answer that. Let me introduce our next guest.
Oh, come on.
Our next guest.
Cindy, you don't have to answer that.
And on the show, you heard this loud laugh, and
right.
but you couldn't tell what had happened.
Oh.
Her face turned as red as the dress she was wearing.
Was very upset.
Yeah. Cindy Adams. Yenta.
Well, I want a 10-second delay.
Geraldo couldn't hold back. He just started all the laughing. The audience followed.
Yeah, well, it was a funny call. They should have let it through.
I know.
You see, when you start editing that stuff, it makes it less of a show. I saw the show. It was rather dull. I would have left that call on.
Sure.
All right. Very good, King.
Stay well. I love you.
Love you.
Thank you.
The one thing I have to say about Cindy is she is looking better and better.
I thought you looked kind of haggard yesterday, but yeah, that's just me.
But she's been married to Joey for 105 years.
Yeah, she looks pretty good. Cindy Adams is this local gossip columnist here in New York, and she's got a big beehive hairdo with real bees in it, I might add. So for me to wipe my booger in her hair would be quite wonderful.
It'd be an honor.
Yeah. All right, anyway, so what do you want to do now? Let me take a few phone calls, then I'll get to the Stuttering John tapes, and I'll tell you.
I'd be interested in Stuttering John meets Hugh Hefner.
Yeah, it's pretty good, I hear. He got off every question. Orlando, you're on the air.
Hey, Howard, I've seen your book in a couple bookstores here.
Oh, okay, good. I just want to make sure.
But they're wrapped in plastic.
What?
Yeah.
You mean the paperback?
The paperback, yeah.
So you can't open it?
So you can't open it, but right next to it's like romance novels and stuff.
You know, this is getting so absurd. It's only me. In fact, I was talking to the guys from the movie studio because we're putting together the movie. And I said, you'll see, even the rating system will be different for a Howard Stern movie.
I can imagine. And there will be papers across the country who won't want to take ads.
Yeah, right.
Even if you wind up with an R.
Yeah, it's just me. There's something about me that brings this out in people. I don't know what it is. My book is no more filthy than half the books on the stands.
Yeah.
And I don't know, people just...
They wouldn't know because they don't open those.
No, they don't. And mine is the only paperback in plastic?
Yeah.
I've never seen that before.
Maybe Kmart's the only one that's doing that I've seen so far.
Oh, Kmart.
Well, maybe they do it because they don't want you seeing the poster ahead of time. That way you have to pay for it.
Who was it that came into the office the other day and said to us something about not using the book because they didn't of dirty pictures or something?
Yeah, I don't know. There's always some weird stuff
And
going on.
another thing that pisses me off about it a little bit, I bought the book, and the contest is void in Florida to get in the movie.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, there's certain states with certain regulations, and all of those contest entries have to have stipulations on them. So whatever Florida's law is, you can't have that contest.
Oh, I didn't know that. You mean, so that, yeah, I mean, I don't know why that is. You know what you do? Just enter from another state then.
Yes, walk across the state line.
Yeah, try to move, because it's going to be worth being in the movie. What is it, Gorilla?
Well, did he say that they were wrapping the paperbacks in plastic?
Yeah.
Well, maybe they're doing it so they don't steal your movie poster.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Yeah, but that's the only store doing it. I think if that was a problem, they'd be doing it at all the bookstores, Gorilla.
Yeah, and why are they doing it at Kmart of all places?
Kmart, yeah.
Maybe they found people just stealing them, you know?
Walmart doesn't even carry the book.
Yeah.
I saw your paperback in, like, some cheesy drugstore.
Oh, yeah?
They had it, like, with all the romance novels and everything.
Yeah, but that's cool. I mean, that's what it should
definitely,
be.
Yeah.
That's where paperback should be sold.
Yeah. No, I thought it was cool because, like, you only see it in bookstores, and then here I am buying, like, cough medicine, and there's your book.
Yeah, okay, good. All right, so that's good to know.
Get out of here if you have a cough.
Get out of here. Yeah, you got a cold? Yeah, who needs you infecting all of us? Get out. Cough medicine.
But someone said to us the other day that they're keeping it under the counter at some places because they don't want people to see the pictures.
Yeah.
And I said, the book, you can't see pictures if the book is just sitting on a shelf.
Yeah.
I also looked in the grocery store, and it's like, it took me a little while to find it. It was like it was one of the new releases, but it was the only new release on like the bottom shelf in a corner.
Oh, so we're getting good placement.
Yeah, top placement on that book. They always make it easy, don't they?
Yep.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed it anyway.
Oh, yeah, it was a blast.
Thanks. All right, real good.
It was even a blast trying to find it.
Yeah. It's, you know what, it's like a massive scavenger hunt.
It's a treasure hunt.
All right, thanks, dude.
All right.
All right, bye.
Well, you going to explain these drapes to me?
Oh, yeah, so, you know, on our television show, our E-television show, which, by the way, is going up in the ratings even more.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want to just run the show at 11 o'clock at night, but they can't because the 8 o'clock one is doing so well. They don't want to give it up.
That's good. It's good for me.
Yeah, well, I want them only running it once a night.
Because I get to see the 8 o'clock show.
Yeah. Well. Anyway, point is, when a guest sits down, if you've noticed, if you get the TV show, if your cable company is good enough to give you one of these channels, the E channel, most cable companies could care less what you want. They really don't care because it's a license to print money, and why should they give you anything new? Because you're like sheep and you won't complain. There is a black velvet curtain now behind the guests. Ralph hung this up yesterday. Evidently, it reads better on TV. I don't know.
Well, where's your poster?
My poster's on the door. I don't know. And that's the other thing. I mean, I want to have my paperback on the TV show, and I can't get it on the TV show because like when I'm in the middle of doing an interview and stuff, I can't stop and start talking about the paperback.
But you know what? I was looking at the show last night,
and the paperback and the poster looked good.
The poster comes through very well.
Yeah.
When you have a guest sitting there, it's very easy to see it, and private parts is right there.
Well, that's why the moron Ralph who put that up, I was yelling at during the commercials. I said, you came in last night to decorate the studio. You hung up a black velvet curtain. Mm-hmm. Now I don't have my poster up there to promote my movie. I told him to take the book and put it up behind the guest's head so you'd see the book. And he didn't do anything I say. He hangs a black velvet curtain.
Oh. Because that's what I saw. I mean, I watched the Jean-Claude Van Damme show last night.
Yeah.
And it was wonderful because the poster looked really good there.
Right. Gary, give me a piece of string so I can hang my... Give me a piece of string so I can hang my paperback around my neck. That's what I will do. I will hang the paperback from my neck. I'll wear it like a tie.
There's nothing else. You can't see this poster behind my head.
No.
You never see it on the TV
No,
show.
I know. They won't help me with this. The reason I'm doing the TV show is I can promote some products. I'm certainly not getting paid a lot of money, that's for sure.
But
and I can't get
looking at all this stuff. You never see this one. You just see a blob of color behind my head.
I know.
You can never see what it is. That poster, you could really see.
You can see it now. It's on the door.
Retard. How many times do you see the door? How many times do you see the door on the TV show? Do you watch the TV show at all? Do you ever see it?
Well, do you have to see it every minute? Can't you?
Retard. Do you ever watch the TV show?
Yes, I do, retard.
No, don't call me a retard. I'll throw you right out of here. Do you watch the show Retard? That's your new name, Retard.
That's the name of the
Your old name was Herpes. Now it's Retard.
Herpes Retard.
Herpes Retard. Do you watch the TV show? No.
Yes. Yes.
This is the guy that does my hair. I'm watching Jean-Claude Van Damme. I have a piece of hair hanging down my face. I look like I'm bald. I'm the only guy I know. I got a full head of hair. I got more hair than I know what to do with.
Makeup person. Jean-Claude Van Damme sweating. You got hair in your face.
Yeah, and Jean-Claude Van Damme looked better than me.
No, Rob.
And he didn't take any makeup.
Robin, he had his own makeup person.
So anyway, I am going to tell you something.
Not to touch him, so be quiet.
You were instructed not to touch Jean-Claude Van Damme? Yes. Boy, no wonder he looked good.
Yeah.
So anyway.
Robin just said he looked bad. Make up your mind.
No, he looked great.
But he was sweating. You could have advised that person to mop him down.
I did. Thanks, Robin. Thanks anyway. Bye. What were you saying, Howard?
Dismissed you. Ralph dismissed you.
He's not dismissing it. He knows that I'm right.
Retard dismissed you.
You don't know.
You came in last night to decorate the studio for me. That black curtain doesn't help me sell a book. That black curtain doesn't help me sell a poster.
I didn't come in to help you sell a poster.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, you're not concerned about that.
The studio look better. Make the guests look better. So there's not that ugly thing behind.
He wants to show his curtain.
Oh, I see. So you want to show the black curtain. I see. You want it to look better.
No,
that's very good. What did I tell you to do?
The poster over here, and the books are over there. And
you don't. If you take a look at our TV show, you don't see that door.
And
you hardly ever see it.
You see it when somebody comes in.
No, you don't.
When you draw attention to it, and you go, I got my new poster, then you take a shot of it.
How stupid are you? When somebody walks in, I mean, it gets to be on TV for a second, if I'm lucky.
The door is open. You can't see that poster.
It's my damn TV show. Put the poster behind the guest head.
Nobody's going to buy the book because of that one poster. I mean,
I see. No one's going to buy the book.
Marketing.
Oh, I didn't realize, Ralph. When did you start becoming a marketing genius?
You didn't know that,
stupid
did you?
retard.
That's
Get out of here. You're dumb as a wall.
What do you want me to do? You want to put the poster?
No. You don't have to do anything. You know why? Because what I'm going to sell now is velvet. You hung a beautiful velvet.
Selling curtains.
Right. You've just given me a new idea. I'm going to sell curtains on the TV show. That's why I sent you in here last night. You're stupid. Take down the velvet and hang yourself.
That's the one thing I wanted to tell you today. The poster was in the right place. You really get to see it.
And now it's not there.
Great with the guests.
Right.
You don't get to see it. You only got to see a little corner of it anyway.
That's not true. I watched that whole show last night. You got to see the poster several times.
Of course.
You see the whole thing.
Well, now you won't see it at all. You'll see Ralph's black curtain.
Yeah.
Good job. But I'm going to be selling black velvet curtains for anybody who wants to buy them. They'll be available in stores.
Available through.
That's right. They'll be wrapped in plastic in supermarkets. Unbelievable. Well, thanks for a job well done. Thanks for wasting my entire day. Thanks for making sure none of my products are seen.
It's not permanent. Your books are right here.
Yeah, that really helps.
Turn them a little.
He makes sure you can see these things.
Yeah. I got a perfect view of it. That's a dead space that no camera takes a picture of.
No, that's not true. You can see it. Do
me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor.
Yes, what would that be?
Don't worry about it. I'll have somebody else do it. Goodbye.
I wasn't worrying about it. I was trying to help out.
Wave goodbye to the audience. Goodbye. See you, Ralph. Thanks for the help. Black curtain. Nice black curtain.
It's not black.
What is it?
It's multicolor. It's blue, purple, and maroon.
Yeah, he's a real help to me. What is it, Fafafui?
Okay, John Bobbitt has just set the record. This is the biggest entourage ever. There's at least 15 people out there.
How many of them are girls?
4 or 5, and 3 of them look like they were in the movie with him. Well, Lethal Weapons is here.
Yeah.
The girl that played Lorena is here.
Oh, good. Yeah.
And then there's another girl, Tiffany something or other, is here.
The blonde?
Right.
That's the one we saw in the movie.
That's right.
All right.
And then there's another woman here, but I don't think she's in movies. And Ron Jeremy's here.
Yeah. Ron has been trying to get on the show for years.
He stays out.
Yeah, don't let Ron in.
He can't come in the studio.
Yeah.
Have everyone in but him.
Yeah. Everyone can come in but Ron Jeremy. I love just dicking him around.
There's a publicist for the movie. There's, of course, Jack Gordon's son, Aaron, who is John's manager.
Uh-huh.
And then there's like 5 people I didn't know what they do.
All right, I got to meet Jack Gordon's son, too.
I didn't even know Jack Gordon had a son.
Well, now we do. That's the guy married to LaToya, who won't leave her house. All right, let me take a break, and then we'll get to the bottom of the John Wayne Bobbitt story. John Wayne releasing a new video, a porno video.
What's it called?
It's called
Uncut.
Uncut, right. Yeah, it is. Uncut. I think Jackie wrote the name of it.
A lot of potential names floating around.
And we will be back right after these words. Give me some light in here, for God's sake. Where are the lights? Oh, I don't know.
There we go.
I'm working in the dark.
The sun just came out.
I got to redecorate. Before I bring in John Wayne Bobbitt, give me 2 seconds to redecorate the studio, because I am promoting a book and a movie.
And you don't need Ralph's help.
And I don't need Ralph. I realize Ralph is the last person's help that I need. I will redecorate. Because that idiot doesn't know how to decorate. Right, Robin?
That's right. I mean, the one thing that struck me yesterday was how good the poster looked where it was.
Yeah.
And now it's not there anymore.
Allow me to do some TV decorating.
Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh.
This crap. Put that on the wall. There you go. I'm all done. Now, get rid of that. Hey?
Oh, it's beautiful now.
Now, I gotta...
Perfect.
How's that?
Excellent.
Now, watch this. Here's my paperback.
Stack them up.
Here's my paperback.
Now I'll be able to see them.
Here.
That's it.
There you go.
Now,
There you go.
I know how to decorate.
Now you're decorating.
You know, for a guy who calls himself a decorator, he's no decorator.
If you put some carts under there, it'd be
Look at that. Isn't that nice? Robin?
You could use a couple more books. There you go.
There you go.
You're talking.
How's that? Is that nice?
Excellent.
There it is. That is my paperback, and there is everything else.
Perfectly in view of the camera.
My poster, everything. Everything is there. I've now decorated. I have now
Everything in
decorated.
view.
There you go, Ralph. I finished decorating.
That looks great. I'm really glad I wasted 3 hours last night coming in here trying to...
Good. Well, do it right, and you won't waste your time. Stugazzo.
Oh, dear. Now everybody's upset.
Now everyone's upset.
He's going to go home and cry.
It took him 3 hours. It took him 3 hours.
He was here for some time, I guess.
Can you imagine it took him 3 hours to hang a drape?
They weren't hung
It
that
took you
well.
3 hours to hang a drape?
3 of us, actually.
Wow.
We were testing color and the way it was...
Yeah, how come the director just came in and told me, he says, that's maybe the worst color. He says, it looks horrible. You don't even know what you're doing. What?
Ed knows everything.
Well, Ed's a director. You were just a guy with a scarf on your head.
No, come on, man. You know, you're being a dick.
That's right. I am a professional dick. Goodbye. Speaking of dicks.
You're missing the point, though, Howard. You wasted his time, because if he wasn't doing this, he could have been sitting at home waiting for you to give him something to do.
Right.
No, there's a lot of things I could have been doing.
Like what? What would you have done?
Taping. He could have done some taping.
Yeah, he could have done something. He could have taped Star Trek.
I could have slept.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you for a job well done again.
You know, you didn't even look at it on the camera. It looked good.
All right, thank you. Ed says when you pulled back, it looked like a whorehouse.
Well, that's good.
Well decorated.
Yeah, he decorates like a whorehouse.
It kind of goes with your whole thing.
All right, thank you. Yeah. All right, thank you.
I think you should have looked at it before you ripped it.
I don't know. I think my wall looks a lot better.
I like the poster myself.
And look at the books, how nice they look. How nice they look. Thank you.
They look great.
Okay, yeah, good. Go paint your berry.
So upset.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man. I wasted 3 hours of my time last night.
Now people will come in here and trip on those rags down.
Yeah, I know. All right, let's bring in now. Here, let me tell you who's here. John Wayne Bobbitt with about 900 people, because now he's got a porno video, and I bet you the porno video makes a lot of money.
Did you see it? How does it look?
Well, why don't we get him in here? Why don't you bring in John Wayne first before you get that whole entourage going? John Wayne Bobbitt on the. I guess it's in the stores. I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's...
Where's John Wayne? There's John Wayne. How you doing, man?
I know, Howard.
Hey, you selling this? Hey, John Wayne Bobbitt, everybody. There he is.
My imitator here, huh?
Yeah, come on, here, sit down. My imitator. Hey, where is that clip of the movie? Hey, John Wayne,
Did you
good to see you.
pull any audio for us?
I pulled some audio because John Wayne mumbles through the video. There's one scene.
It's the technique that he learned from Marlon Brando.
Yeah, he's a good actor because I got to tell you something. John Wayne is laying there, and the nurse comes in. This is right after he gets his penis cut off.
Yeah.
And the nurse comes in, and she starts messing around with him. And he's going, He goes, I swear this is the scene. He goes, nurse, what are you doing? He goes, what? He goes, what are you doing? I don't understand. Because I'm a married man. So, but it's like, I'm like,
who wrote this dialogue?
And I think Ron Jeremy.
Directed it.
Yeah.
What do you want me to do? What do you want me to say? And he's like, well.
So you imitated him.
He's sleeping standing up,
Yeah.
Come on, wake up. What do I do here?
Ron Jeremy directed it. There's a scene where Lorena cuts off John Wayne's penis.
Yeah.
30 minutes to slice the penis. I mean, someone's got to talk to Ron Jeremy about timing a little bit. He's got to speed up the action a little bit. It's quite interesting because the big moment really is John Wayne is laying there in his hospital gown.
Yeah. And
at least the version I saw. Now I didn't see the whole video.
That was the worst scene. I mean, I believe
that's the one they're sending out as a promotional scene.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't like that one.
Anyway,
that was the worst scene.
So John Wayne is laying there in a little gown, and it's obvious he's not wearing any well, he's wearing his little briefs.
Okay.
And a very striking blonde walks in. Is that blonde with you today?
Yeah. Oh, well, no, she's not. She didn't make the flight.
Oh, she didn't? Good, because I can talk about it. She got a few zits on her chin.
Oh.
Yeah, she had a few zits on her chin.
Are usually so reliable.
But she's pretty nice. I mean, real nice body.
Yeah, they all do. All the girls do big breasts. Amazing.
Yeah, amazing breasts.
They were all easy to work with, but that scene, the nurse scene was the last scene, you know.
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah.
All right.
We worked on like 12 days on this movie.
Yeah, because you were having trouble getting aroused, I think, in that one.
I was drained.
Is that what happened?
Drained.
I was going to ask you. I was going to say, you might be a homo, John Wayne. I'm not kidding. I'm watching this scene going, what the hell happened? I don't think that thing's working. Yeah. So wait a second. Listen to this. So
John already knows what to say because he knows what you're thinking.
Yeah. So anyway, so John Wayne's laying there in his hospital gown. The nurse comes in, and John Wayne's like, don't. He's protesting a little bit, like, nurse, what are you doing? I just had my penis cut off, but he's reattached now. She lifts his dress.
The little
gown. He's like a woman in a mini dress. And you were pumped up. I mean, you're in good shape for the film. And she starts to kiss his underpants.
Whoa.
Meanwhile,
that's a tender, loving kid.
Yeah, I'm looking at the underpants and saying, I don't think he's packing much. Because I always thought you had a really big one. That was my impression I got anyway. So, because,
Well, if somebody's going to cut it off like that, you got a lot to work with.
Yeah. So anyway.
I had a hard time getting pieced back together.
You're not kidding. So anyway.
You're not a miracle, man.
She pulls down his underpants. And it is shocking to see John Wayne's wee-wee. It is unbelievable because first of all, it's not as big as you think it's going to be. And you're used to in porno movies seeing a really big guy. And I think I might be bigger than him.
Really? Whoa.
Not by much, but a little bit.
That's small.
So then, you get to study his wee-wee.
Uh-huh. They give you a good long look at it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's a porno. It's a porno, right?
Right.
Yeah. So it looks like it's sewn on backwards because the thing. Did it always go in that direction?
No.
No, it's weird, right?
I'm still not healed yet. I mean, I got another year left of healing. I'm sort of like going at this half-cocked,
Right.
That's what I was going to say when you were describing
it. I do. 2 years left to heal. 2 years of healing, and I'm only like over a little over a year. It's only been a little over a year. And
this is just how he acts. This is just how he acts too. Here's a scene from the John Wayne Bobbitt movie.
I'm nervous.
Wait a minute. I wanted to say to you that it sounded to me like the bottom half that was never cut off goes right up, and the other part doesn't.
Say that again, Robin, because I'm trying to find where he put the Bobbitt thing. Oh, here it is. Okay, I'm
you
real
saw
sure.
it, Robin?
No, I haven't seen it.
No, she hasn't seen it. I saw it last night at my house.
But it sounds like the bottom half that was still attached still works perfectly.
Well,
and then the other part sort of is not quite working.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you ever see a guy who gets like his thumb cut off and they reattach it, and like the bottom part of the thumb is okay.
Right, it's the top part.
Yeah, it's a little dead at the end. Yeah. And then this girl was really working him, and I tell you, she was hot. You wouldn't need to work me this much. I don't care how many times I'd had sex in the last 12 days, and you weren't really getting that aroused.
Yeah, I mean the girls did a great job. I mean,
I don't know how great a job they did.
They were real easy to work with, except that I had to block out the cameras, and then
Jeremy. You haven't. Yeah, well, I wouldn't be able to get.
Jeremy will make it hard.
I wouldn't have been able to get aroused in front of Ron Jeremy.
And there's one scene. Oh, jeez. Where we did like like an orgy scene.
Right.
And
I didn't see that one.
It's supposed to be like a reenactment of after your party.
Oh, I see.
A lot of girls on.
Right, which was true.
What was that word you used?
Orgy.
No.
Reenactment?
Yeah. Reenactment. Right. Of
reenactment.
Yeah. Well, this is his acting style. He's sort of like Clint Eastwood. No, I know what you mean.
So anyways, I'm doing a missionary position with Crystal Gold.
Mm-hmm.
And
Jewish girl. Crystal Gold.
Tall one.
Let me see. Ooh, nice.
Great long legs. I'm surprised she didn't make it, but here I am with her, and I look up and I see Ron Jeremy like 2 feet away from me,
and he's
naked.
He's naked. Why is he naked?
I go, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
I'm looking up like, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
why is he naked?
I know he wanted to get in the scene. I go, I got to get in there somehow,
Oh man, Ron Jeremy.
So professional.
I couldn't get aroused with Ron Jeremy in the same state, let alone.
He's such a disturbing-looking person.
Yeah, Ron Jeremy really scares me. So he wanted to hop on into the scene, and you said no.
Oh, no, I said, what the hell are you doing? And
well, he's your director.
Oh, no.
So he's playing with himself naked while he's supposed to be directing the movie.
Yeah, it was real funny the way he did it, because I looked...
Can you imagine you're in the middle of a movie? Granted, it's a porn movie, but you look over at your director, it's the first time you're in a movie.
Yeah, and you're trying to do a love scene.
And your director's naked in the corner playing with himself.
What are you going to do when that happens on the set of your film?
I don't know. Can you imagine? I'm real close to, deciding who's going to direct my film. And I just imagine the guy's naked playing with himself. I would just lose total confidence in the project.
Scary.
I hope they did the making of.
Yeah. Somebody should have shot you guys making the video. All right, here's a little scene from John Wayne Bobbitt, his first acting scene.
All right, I got to hear this.
All right. I'm telling you, he mumbles through the whole thing, which I like, because it shows he's a natural. Now, remember, he's laying down on the hospital bed. Okay. Nurse comes in, buxom, blonde, gorgeous woman. What is her name again?
That was,
Who knows? You got to check her name?
No.
She was pretty intimate with you.
That was Jordan. She's not on the box cover, though.
I say, Jordan. Whatever. Well, she's from the Middle East, I guess. She begins working on John Wayne, and John Wayne has to act confused because he doesn't understand why the nurse is there.
Waking up, he doesn't know what
Right. He's he's just like
nervous.
Whatever.
Being in the hospital.
How are we feeling today?
Horny, but I need a painkiller.
Huh?
He says he's horny, but he needs a painkiller.
Okay.
Now he has to ad lib.
Is this going to come with subtitles?
Well, wait a second. So the music comes on, and now John Wayne has to sort of ad lib the scene. Okay.
Whoa.
Oh, Miss Jordan, what are you doing?
Had a strange curiosity to see what it looks like.
You have to get me excited first.
No problem.
Why is the music always the same?
Here, let me get a little bit more comfortable.
Miss Jordan, what about the doctor? Somebody coming in, walking up on
You can't even understand John Wayne's mumble. I can't, John Wayne's mumble.
Too loud.
The music is... You got to take Ron back in the room and shoot him.
I know you're supposed to be loud during sex.
Who was your speech coach, Marley Maitland? No, but you got to project a little, Tom.
I love the music.
Robin, I'd like to get you to that music. I got to hear that music again.
Nurse, I could use a painkiller.
Yeah. You're not kidding. I think some bad music's about to start. I got to hear when it comes in first.
I had nothing to do with that.
All right, take it. Believe me, you're going to sell 1 billion of these. Trust me. You got to see this.
Hi, nurse.
Hi, how are we feeling today?
Horny, but I need a painkiller.
The music comes right up.
Oh, Miss Jordan, what are you doing?
Had a strange curiosity to see what it looks like.
You have to get me excited first.
No problem.
No problem. Took her an hour.
Yeah. That wasn't easy, though, doing that. Hard.
Acting is hard.
Acting is hard, man. So, John Wayne, you felt a little self-conscious when... Yeah, I mean, even though you were beautiful women and everything, it's hard to get excited on camera, isn't it?
Unless you block everything out and then just concentrate on the girl.
So during that scene, she pulls down his little underpants.
Right, you finally get to see it.
And you get to see it, and it's laying there, and it's got this... You see this scar, and it's got like little pimples and bumps on it, right? This has a little... Oh, man, it's pretty weird.
No, you can really see the area where they reattached it, huh?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you get your money's worth.
What color is it? Is it blue or?
No, it's like normal color, but everything kind of like rolls backwards. It looks like almost like ever see a guy breaks his finger? It's like here, I'll do it with my finger, so for the TV audience, it's like. It's like that. You know what I mean?
Well, it's to get those hard to reach places.
Yeah, and I'm gonna go on record here and say you're no more than an inch.
Oh,
right?
No.
Really?
Are you kidding?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
John Wayne.
John Wayne's like a normal guy. He's not like a porno star.
Okay.
And they shaved you down a little bit, I guess, to make everything look nice and clean, so you could get a good look at it. Wasn't any hairs in the way. Yeah. I'm telling you.
Nothing blocking your view.
But I'm looking at it. It looks like it was reattached in the middle of a Civil War battle. Like one of those things.
They didn't have really time to match it up real good.
Yeah, what?
They pour some whiskey in his mouth and just throw away.
Yeah. We don't have any antiseptic. You're gonna just have to take this whiskey. Gonna knock you out. We don't have anything to take away the pain.
Can't put you to sleep.
Yeah.
So just take a swig of
Tie
that.
a rag around it.
Tie a rag around his weenie.
Oh.
Anyway, so it's really kind of cool. So John Wayne's laying there, and she's working him and working him and working him and working him, and it's not going anywhere. And then I don't know. Then my tape ended, so they didn't send me the whole tape. They just sent me a portion of it.
Well, that scene was the.
Wasn't that enough? You want to see more?
No, I threw up. I tell you something, but that's what's good about the thing. I mean, it's not like your typical porno movie. You're going to sell a ton of these.
Yeah, but Ron Jeremy wanted me to work on two girls a day for 12 days. And that was the last sex scene, and I'm like, oh man, how many more scenes? I'm like,
really?
I'm drained.
Really?
You never had that experience before, huh?
Like,
couldn't they wait a day or something? I mean, seriously. I'm not bragging.
Stress.
But if I had to have sex twice a day for 12 days with different porno stars, I wouldn't have any trouble getting it up.
What do you mean twice a day? Wait a minute.
Right.
I don't know that was all that was required of him, twice a day.
Oh, yeah, twice a day, right?
Girls.
Right. But I'm not as strong as I used to be. I'm not...
You're not at your peak.
No, I'm not.
Right.
I'll probably give another year.
See, I got to see the rest of the video where you get around. Maybe you wouldn't say that. Don't say that. Okay. He's just trying to defend himself, that's all.
Why did they send that one out and not another one to show you that...
why are they sending out a clip where you're not fully aroused?
I guess because that's the scene where, you don't see my penis there.
Right.
Until
no, you do.
Later. You do?
Oh, right, I see, because it's revealed later. Right, yeah, there's a slow reveal.
Yeah.
Actually, Ron Jeremy might have been very smart. I hate to say it, give him a compliment. He made John do all the other scenes first and save this one for the last, because this is the first time he's supposed to get aroused.
Right.
He just had the surgery.
It is kind of funny when she finally pulls down his underpants and you get to see it for the first time, and everyone's head is buried in the screen, checking out the scars.
Right, you could hardly see.
Should have been a drum roll.
Yeah, and the chick has like two big pimples on her chin, and John Wayne has his weird weenie with Lucky Man.
You don't complain.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so John Wayne Bobbitt's video is available in stores October 10th. Or to pre-order, you can call 1-800-874-8960.
Be the first on your blog.
Yeah, I mean, it's a hardcore porno, though. Now, what is this? You're going to be at Show World in 42nd and 8th?
Are you dancing?
From 4 to 6 today, signing posters?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Poster. Yeah. Signing posters.
He's got posters, too?
Me and the girls, some of the girls.
Oh, these are some of the posters? Oh, very nice. All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me take a little short break, John Wayne. Then I'll bring the girls in from the video. I might even have to bring in Ron Jeremy.
Oh, it's the very last. If you have.
Yeah.
No.
Don't bring him in?
No.
John Wayne says don't bring him in. Do you hate him already? Don't you hate Ron Jeremy?
He did a good job directing it.
But you don't like it.
He worked real hard. I got to give him credit.
Why don't you want him in here, though? Tell me the truth.
I don't know.
You can't stand him?
He's a jerk.
No, just kidding.
Did you have a hard time with him?
No. He's sometimes, I got. I had all script approval, and I wanted to go the way I wanted.
Wanted it to go, and he didn't want it to go that way.
Yeah, so we were fighting back and forth. He was fighting with the cameraman. No, this got to be,
Can you believe
this way. But
John Wayne Bobbitt fighting with the director in script approval.
I never thought he'd raise an issue.
Yeah. Let me tell you something, John Wayne.
Big fight.
You've come a long way since the Marines. I'm going to tell you something, man. Now you're fighting over script approval. It's unbelievable. I thought I had problems.
What were some of the big fights? He wanted to mumble this and
Ron Jeremy
mumble that.
Yeah, I got to hear about all of this. And I want to hear, and I'm worried about how you got paid and stuff, so I want to talk to you when I come back about that, and I want to meet some of these porno girls. I'll tell you, if some of them were on top of me, I wouldn't have any trouble getting excited.
Well,
I'll tell you
didn't have an operation. Let's
that's true.
that.
Well, yeah, but I'm 40 years old. All right, let's take a break. John Wayne Bobbitt, our friend, is here from, of course, from his escapades. He's recently recently, and there's a big bombshell in the newspaper today that you want to get back with Lorena, but let's talk about that. Let's get back to that right after these words.
Love life is ridiculous.
Yeah.
You're listening to the awesome and terrifying Howard Stern.
Jackie New Rave joke page Martling to order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD, $10 plus free shipping and handling. Price includes full color page Jokeland catalog. 1-800-323-5464. Tomorrow night, 2 big shows at the Comedy Connection in Nathaniel Hall in Boston, Massachusetts. For raunchy jokes and information, call 516-922-WINE for Jackie Jokeman Martling. Everybody excited about Jackie Jokeman. Jackie Jokeman.
Boston.
John Wayne Bobbitt Uncut, available in stores October 10th, or to pre-order, call 1-800-874-8960. John Wayne Bobbitt at Show World today with all the women from his porno video.
Does he think he's going to do another one?
Well, let's do this one.
I'm just wondering if he thinks this is going to be a career now.
Do you think you're going to be in the porno industry?
No, I don't have a reason to do another one.
I see. This is it.
I have a reason to. This one, that was it.
Money wouldn't be a good reason?
No, that was a good reason, but, you know, on top of, telling my story the way I wanted it to be told, I mean, this is the best way of telling it.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
You didn't like the
best way of telling
version.
it. The uncut story.
Right, the TV version was kind of bland. I mean, you didn't get to see any penis. That's what everyone wants to see anyway.
There was a couple TV movies offered, but I turned one of them down. And, and this offer came up and said, well, that's a great idea.
Before I bring in your co-stars, let me talk to you about money. So you didn't get $1 million.
No, it's just a flat fee, and then
they say you get a percentage.
Jeff.
But the porno industry, and I'm not saying this about anybody in your video.
How are you going to tell how many videos are sold?
Yeah,
well, I was over. I don't know. I have no idea. But I was over in Germany. I got some distributors over there in Holland, and there's a show over there, and he's picking up different. You're relatively
new to show business.
Yeah.
And just because they're showing you that they have distributors doesn't mean they're ever going to tell you how many videos.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, I'm not saying anything against the guys who have your, particular video now. And maybe they're very, very honest people.
Yeah.
But how are you going to know how many they sold? I mean, did you get at least over $100,000 up front?
Of course I got it. Well, yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
All right. Good.
But Aaron, my manager, is handling the accounting firm to handle the the accounting of all the videos.
I see. And where do the profits go? Do they go into an account that is owned by the studio, or does it go into
an escrow account?
An escrow account?
Yeah, it goes in an escrow account in Jack Gordon's account.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
Oh, Jack Gordon. Really?
I didn't know that escrow was Jack Gordon.
I didn't know it was going into Jack Gordon's account. Well, then you have nothing to worry about. I mean, you've got Honest Jack on your side, so there's no problem there.
Not a problem.
That's right. I think Latoya's trying to get him out of the apartment right now. But no,
Maybe
Jack.
moving in with John.
I know, Jack. You're in good hands if you're with Jack. All right, so now I'm going to be anxious to meet your co-stars. Now, in the porno industry, did you guys all go for AIDS tests before you began?
Yeah, we all did.
Oh, you did?
We all did that.
Because I noticed you didn't wear a condom during the scene I saw.
No, I wouldn't have done it any of the scenes if, anyone hasn't been...
AIDS test?
Everyone got
Ron Jeremy.
They all went to Ron's house.
And where do you go? You go to a special doctor that they had on set?
We went to a clinic.
Yes.
And we all got checked.
You all got checked for AIDS and herpes and various other diseases. Yeah. And everyone was clean.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, I thoroughly inspected everyone myself.
You thoroughly inspected. Yes. You did. Did you wear your mining helmet when you inspected? Yes.
Oh, you.
I see. Right. So you say that your co-stars and having sex with them. Who was out of all these girls that you had sex with? Who was the best one? Were there any romances that got started on? I mean, after you have sex on the set, do you
fall in love?
Do any of the girls take you back to the hotel room and have sex with you afterwards?
Yeah, the only one was I think she's not here, but was Crystal Gold, and
the two of you became lovers off screen.
Right.
I see.
I mean, not lovers, but we became acquainted more.
Really? What happened after you did your love scene at the movie shoot? The two of you got to talking, and you said, "Hey, that wasn't bad. Let's do that again."
Yeah.
So no wonder you were exhausted by the final scene. I mean,
you were not taking care of things off the set.
Well, that was one time. That was during the end of the filming. I mean, we met and then we went back to her hotel
and she did you some more.
Yeah.
Being, what you're packing. Yeah. All right, listen, I'm packing the same thing. Don't get uptight. I mean, listen. Yeah. I wouldn't have the guts to show it, though.
Guys. Yeah.
That's it.
Average.
Actually, it was close to a lesbian flick, I'll tell you that. I thought I was watching two girls. All right, let's see.
Let's grow his hair a little longer.
Yeah, grow your hair a little longer. All right, let's bring in some of your co-stars and see how they felt when they first saw your weenie and the fact that it does look somewhat peculiar and the fact that it does bend a little.
Did they laugh? Did they have to stifle?
Yeah, let's find out. And John Wayne Bobbitt, of course, will be at Show World 42nd and 8th today from 4 to 6 today to sign his movie posters now that he has his film career. I'd like to have sex with all these girls myself. I got to get into the porno industry myself. Hi, girls.
You're waiting to do your porno film.
Our old friend Letha Weapons.
Where's Letha?
She's right over there.
Oh, there she is.
Now, your name, you, my dark friend, you are what are you, a black woman?
No.
What are you?
My name is Jasmine Aloha, and I'm from Hawaii.
Oh, you are from Hawaii, I see. And you are one of the stars of the movie.
I'm the first girl.
That John Wayne has in the movie.
Yes.
She broke me in.
She broke you in. So this is very exciting. John Wayne, of course.
I was his therapist.
Oh, you were the therapist.
And,
what kind of therapy did he have?
He didn't have therapy. He had therapy.
I don't know. What kind of therapy did he have?
So in other words, John Wayne has had his weenie cut off, and he comes to you for therapy.
Yeah.
And you are like a sexual surrogate. You do therapy on a guy, and you...
I do everything he needed.
I know. Now, were you shocked at how small he was?
It wasn't small.
You didn't think that was small? Well, then there's hope for me, girls. Girls, what about you two? Did you think that John Wayne was small when you made love to him on the set?
I passed out.
Did you really?
Well,
You passed out, really?
First, but once it gets going, then it...
It does? Oh, good. Okay. Very good, Joe. Yeah. Didn't you guys think it was going to be... Didn't you think it was going to be much bigger, girls? I did.
You did?
Yeah.
I didn't know which way.
I just thought because it got thrown out, when Lorena threw it, when your wife threw it out the window, and the cops were able to locate it, I thought that it would be bigger.
Must have been something
I
larger.
thought it was going to be bigger, too.
You did too, right? So were you a little disappointed?
No.
No? You didn't care either way?
So convincing.
Didn't matter.
She's an actress. She can work with any kind of actress.
So you can work with anything, right? Right,
Did you
Letha?
watch my scene?
I know I haven't seen your scene yet.
They didn't send it.
I saw a porno with you the other day, though, where about 30 guys were doing you at once. It was quite exciting. That was something
I
else.
saw that one.
You saw, Robin ate lunch to that and puked. It was pretty wild. That was a pretty wild one. Boy, I'd love to get my hands on you, baby. All of you. Not you, John Wayne.
Letha looks so different.
Yeah, Letha looks great. Letha Weapons looks really good. You got rid of all that fake blonde hair and everything. Now you look good.
My hair's long.
Yeah, you look good. So, anyway. All right, so you play the therapist, and you see him at first.
No, I played the stripper.
You play the stripper.
I was his girlfriend before the accident.
All right, and so I see. You were the girlfriend before the accident, and then you went from a therapist to a stripper.
First stripper.
Do you follow the plot of this movie?
She's getting her movies confused. They do so many.
All right, and John Wayne, of course, has like a Clint Eastwood kind of style when he talks on screen. He mumbles a couple of words, and then he's the strong and silent type.
I like that.
You like that? You like his style of acting?
That makes me horny.
It made you horny. Oh, I bet.
I think anything makes her horny.
Yeah. I don't think any of these porno stars get horny. I think that they're so sick of men that I think you guys are just with women. Aren't you more into women than men? Yes, I'm right, aren't I?
I mostly like men.
Do you really, Letha?
I like men.
Really? Now,
See, in that movie we were watching with Letha, Letha was almost sleeping through all those men.
I know. It seemed to me like you'd had enough men for,
I yawned, didn't I?
Yeah. Now, Letha, you have a very big chest. You are Triple H, is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, you are. And, well, thank you. That's the show. Thank you. Those are very beautiful.
Did you miss him, Howard?
Yes, I do. Letha wanted to have sex with me when we did the Channel 9 show. She asked me to come into her dressing room and have some sex with me. Well, you were kind of intimating that we could have gotten physical.
Everyone always asks me if I think that it's true that you're really faithful to your wife.
Yeah.
And I always tell them, of course, that you're such a gentleman.
Thanks.
Nah.
Sounds so sincere as everything else she says.
I am no longer faithful to my wife. Starting today, I am not.
Well, now, the woman in the red.
Yeah, now,
I don't know your name.
Now, what is your name?
Tiffany Lord.
Now, you are Tiffany Lord. Now, John Wayne, she's some knockout. Yeah. Did you fall in love with her?
Well,
get close to that
mic.
mic.
On the mic, John.
What happened? She didn't like you that much, did she?
I didn't meet her until like later on.
Is Tiffany the one that you said is all business? Like she just does it on camera and then pretty much that's it?
No, well, off camera too. I mean, we got.
You got it on with her off camera?
Yeah.
I tried to make him feel comfortable.
Oh yeah, we did a shower scene off camera.
Hey, you are a knockout. I mean, I can't believe. I can't believe you're in the porno industry.
Oh, thank you.
And I see a girl like you, I'm really kind of shocked.
What industry would she be in?
She should be in the, I don't know, marrying rich guy industry. No, I mean, it's amazing that you're in the porno industry.
I'm new to the business. I just signed a exclusive contract with Leisure Time Entertainment, so
yeah.
I'm just a beginner, just like
So how
Wayne
many
is.
like me?
And what is your chest size?
I'm a double D.
You are a double D.
Yeah,
Mm.
I show you, but I'm not wearing it.
Oh, you're not wearing any underwear? Please show me anyway. I would appreciate it if you could just give me a glimpse. Is that real? Wow. Yeah, very nice.
How old is she, so we make sure these movies are legit?
I'm 20 years old.
Oh, you are 20 years old. And you got into the industry, what, just to annoy your family or for the money?
Where are they?
Well, my mom she saw me on CNN News, so I had to, like, tell her what was going on.
And your parents weren't upset? Your father didn't kill himself?
No,
or
no.
Were you molested as a child? Was that you were not? When are you girls molested as children? No?
No.
Letha, what about you? I believe you were. You had
I
to.
molested
When I
myself.
was younger, this man, he touched me when I was 9.
He did.
Yeah.
Jackie Marlowe.
Jackie Marlowe.
All right. And you say, Tiffany, yes, Tiffany, that...
How did you get into this?
How did I get into it? Well, I posed for Penthouse Magazine, and I'm waiting for my issue to come out, and I'm a feature entertainer, and the next thing of exhibitionist is to get into porno films.
Oh, so she's a dancer.
And what did you think of John Wayne's weenie when you saw it? Were you shocked?
I screamed and I ran out of the room.
No, what was your scene with John Wayne? I didn't see your scene. Now, what did you have to do?
Well, it's like, as everyone has talked about, it's like a takeout from Forrest Gump, where he sits on a park bench, right, John?
Oh, I see.
And he reminisces about...
And he's talking to you?
Well, we see each other throughout the movie. And
I
then
see.
We're the finale. We're the big bang.
Oh, you're the love of his life.
Well, yeah, at the end.
I see. And when you made love to John Wayne, were you shocked? Was he able to get aroused? Because the scene I saw, I didn't think he was aroused.
It took 2 days.
Took 2 days to get him aroused. Is that right?
My scene, it was only not 15 minutes, huh? You did really well.
Yeah.
Well, Letha, who could resist?
Well, I'm not an expert at
And what do you play? You play like a Forrest Gump character?
Yeah.
That's not acting. I mean, it's right. Yeah, right.
It's real.
It's real. Okay.
Forrest Stump, I suppose.
Forrest Stump. So, why did it take 2 days for Tiffany to arouse you? I can't believe that. She's such a woman. It would take me 1 second.
There's like I said, there's parts where I become sexually exhausted.
Is she bad in bed?
Wore me out.
Is she bad in bed?
She did. I mean, the first scene.
She wore you out in the first scene.
Well, let's put it this way. When he first met me, he said, I don't know if I can handle it, you. So we...
Well, dear. She has a very tight body. She does.
No, it's not what I mean, Howard.
Oh, I don't know what you mean. I don't want to know what you mean.
We don't need any further.
Yeah, if you explain it any further, I'm off the air. You did just fine. That's good. Sit down.
Stand up.
Look. Yeah, you've got some body on you. Wow, look at your butt. Wow. Very nice. Here, let me just say something.
Well, it's very important that you get that information
out. Wait a minute. Let me. All right, I had to bleep you, but let me say it again. In other words, you are saying you are good in bed.
Right, you made the comment, what, am I not good in bed because it took him 2 days not...
Right, are you not good in bed?
I'm wonderful in bed.
You are good in bed?
Yes, I am.
Now, why could she not excite you?
No, it's not. I keep saying it's not that. It's just I needed some rest. I mean, Ron Jeremy's pushing me. Come on, get these scenes.
We got to get the film done.
We had a time limit, and we had to get this film over with. And
why are you saying no? What is the real reason?
We had 12-hour days.
You had 12-hour days?
We had all day long to do it.
And he still couldn't get it together.
Do it.
Well, what do you make of that? Were you insulted?
No, not really.
Is that when you took him back to the hotel and said maybe we need to relax and practice a little?
I didn't take him back to the hotel.
Oh, you didn't? Where did you guys have...
Right there. Right there. Before the scene, I was trying to warm him up a little bit. We got in the shower, you know.
Oh, yeah? You took a shower? Oh, what?
Now, was she like a co-star
before the scene,
Howard?
Yeah.
Before the scene, we were in the shower.
Would you take a shower with me sometime?
Sure.
Oh, wow, thank you. Yeah, what a nice girl. What a friendly girl.
That's why I said it took 2 days, because we did a shower scene before the scene.
You sure you were... I never know what John Wayne's saying, do you?
He's saying that, all right, he was a little nervous on the set, couldn't get anything going, so she takes him into the shower, he goes.
Yeah.
And then he can't do anything when the cameras are on.
No, I wasn't nervous, Robin.
Oh, I see. You got so excited in the shower that you were finished and then you couldn't shoot.
No, we both got excited. We both jumped in the shower.
Yeah, but I was still going.
Let me ask you a question, and be honest. Do you really get horny during these scenes, or is it pretty much, listen?
It depends about the chemistry on screen.
Was there chemistry between you and John Wayne?
In the beginning, there was.
There was.
In the shower.
And then he became a very big Casanova.
So. Oh, did he?
Yes, so, you know.
What do you mean?
With everyone.
He was with everyone and it turned you off a little.
Kind of.
I see. So there is some dynamic going on there.
I still love him, though.
You do. Now, and you're available to be my girlfriend? Really?
Well, Letha's getting jealous.
Letha, are you jealous? Well, Letha, you could be my girlfriend, too. Oh, if I was single. I would take you girls over for your AIDS test, and then we'd hop in the sack. 1, 2, 3. It'd be no problem. 1, 2, 3. The AIDS test, and then we go to it.
Okay.
Do you have one?
How could I have AIDS? I haven't made love to a different woman in 20 years. An AIDS test? I carry an AIDS test with me. What do you mean, do I have an AIDS test? Here's your AIDS test.
Well,
how do you spell AIDS? What do you mean, do I have an AIDS test?
Well, just in case.
What do you mean, in case we get it on? Yeah, I have a doctor I can take you to. I have my own personal gynecologist that works on me, and
he works on you.
Yeah.
What does he do?
He has to give me my pap smear once a year. No, I use Dr. Norris. Dr. Norris, examine Letha right now. Make sure she's clean enough for me.
Looks fine from here.
Looks fine from here. Looks plenty healthy. And what about you, Letha? You wearing any underwear?
No, just pantyhose.
Oh, is that right?
With better.
No kidding. All right, so girls, you are in the John Wayne Bobbitt thing, and you got him into the shower, and it took 2 full days before you could get him excited.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was always excited, but it's just to actually perform and to have the pump shot.
And he wasn't that big, right? I mean, he's not a big man, is he?
Let's just.
I'm about his size. So is that real bad?
I don't think you're his size.
I'm a little bigger. Yeah, I'm bigger. I'm bigger. Yeah, I'm bigger. I'm definitely bigger, right? Right, guys? Right.
We know.
I'm bigger. I'm much bigger. Right, Gary?
Boss is bigger than Bobbitt.
I don't know. He has to say that.
I don't think size is really the issue. I think it's how you make it work.
You're a great girl. That's a great girl. That's a great girl.
But you can tell.
No, they use it.
I would have no trouble with you, believe me. No trouble whatsoever.
But
right, Robin?
You can tell that John Wayne wasn't a professional. You know, he wasn't like the guys you usually work with.
Yeah.
Knows what to do. And
well, I just got my penis back. Come on.
Yeah. And the guy didn't have it for a real long time.
Uncomfortable.
We do all this fancy stuff with all these girls. So, geez.
All right. Who else is here today in your entourage?
Ron Jeremy.
Ron Jeremy.
Why is his the first name that always
Aaron
comes
Gordon.
up?
Were there any lesbian scenes in this video?
Yeah. Let's do a lesbian.
We'll do one right now.
Can you do a lesbian scene for me right now?
Sure.
You girls don't mind?
Oh, no, not at all.
That you like? Oh, can I see
Was there any of that going on? Did any girls fall in love with
Did any girls fall in love with each other on the set?
We already
are.
Oh, really? Did you girls? Well, when you girls are shooting a video like this, what do they put you up at a hotel?
That's why she didn't wear panties.
They did? Wow. They put you up at a hotel?
She came prepared.
You girls must have been molested as children.
We
You must
are
have
roommates.
something.
We're roommates.
Oh, so you two are real lovers in real life?
Really?
Yeah, we
Oh, you
went
are?
to Miami and we
You know what? After the show, you can come in our hotel.
Really? I can?
Yeah.
And they'll do a show for you, I
You're
suppose.
saying after the show I could come to your hotel?
I rock your
Right now, we
world.
want to do it live and,
A lesbian show for me?
Uh-huh.
We want to hear you moan on the radio.
Yeah.
Howard.
Any of you guys up for that?
Don't you guys? I thought you had a very busy schedule. You have a movie.
I do.
Right, a teaser.
Any of you girls need to be in a professional movie? I can make that happen. No problem.
Ready to make the switch?
Yeah, I'm looking for someone to play my wife in the movie. Yep, perfect. First one to raise their hand wins. Tiffany wins.
That's the audition.
That's right. All right, let me see some lesbian. Let me see you and Letha get it on. Let me see that.
What would you like us to do?
Just do anything. I don't care. Let me just see. I don't care what goes on. Wow. Look at that. They just go right into it. They just go right into it.
No preamble.
No preamble, nothing. Let me see you kiss.
Uh-oh.
Oh, whoa. Oh, they're doing everything. Wow, that's unbelievable. Unbelievable. They just go right into it. That's the kind of girls I like.
I told you you're invited tonight.
But isn't it weird you do all that stuff, but you don't kiss each other on the mouth?
Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah,
You
we
do? Let me see that. Let me see. Oh, wow. I never saw people kiss like that.
I'm getting really wet.
What do you mean?
They're just like,
Well, we don't want to...
you don't want to smear your makeup. Okay.
Oh, they know how to not smear their lipstick.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't know about John Wayne, but I'm aroused.
It's not going to take
did
you
it for
12
me.
hours.
How do I know that?
That took you 12... John Wayne, that took you 12 hours? Believe me, I am.
Can I find out?
What?
John Wayne, that took you 12 hours to get excited over these hot broads?
12 hours? Not with me.
Really? Well, you're some little firecracker. Oh,
yeah. She's always like that.
Really?
And I'm always on top.
You are?
I was on top.
Very good. All right.
So was I.
Girls, John Wayne, take the microphone for a second. How could it take you 12 hours with these girls?
Well, it didn't.
That's unbelievable.
Some of them was...
really?
I mean, it depends on how I felt.
And what'd you think of the scar? Doesn't it look like it was attached backwards a little bit? People want to know what the hell's going on. They want to know it looks different.
You can tell. It's
severed
I'm conscientious about that.
You can tell. I mean, you girls have seen a lot of guys. What age did you start having sex, Tiffany?
When I was about 18.
18? You mean you held out till you were 18?
Yeah, I lived with my mom.
Wait a second.
You were a virgin 2 years ago, and now you're in porno movies?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah. What happened?
I swear to God.
What happened to you?
What happened to me?
Yeah. You just freaked out? Yeah, like, wow.
I saw stars.
You mean you held out till you were 18, you had no interest in guys.
I just wanted to be a real exhibitionist, you could say.
And you were real popular in high school, right?
No, not at all.
You're a very good-looking woman. Don't tell me you're not popular in high school. You were popular.
I've always been very business-like. I'm getting my psychology degree, and I just wanted to go the other way. I wanted to do something totally
Was your father a minister or something?
No.
No?
Oh.
It's just weird.
It's just very strange to see a girl who was 2 years ago not having sex at all, and then you're just completely out there.
Did you go to Hollywood from a small town?
No, I fly out to Hollywood just to do movies. I'm from Miami, Florida.
Oh, you are from Miami?
Yeah. We both from Florida. Yeah.
You are? And Letha, what age did you first start having sex? 9?
13.
13. There you go.
13.
I was 19.
You were 19. You waited till 19.
How old are you?
No, I was really 25.
No, Letha, you were 13 when you started having sex with guys?
Yeah.
And what was it, like a 60-year-old man?
And I was 18 with
a girl.
Yeah. And you got molested by an uncle or something? Is that what happened?
No, this girl that I used to hang out with when I was growing up, her dad, he would come in and wake me up out of my sleep and touch me in the middle of the night.
Oh, really? Oh, that's the best kind of girls to get.
Don't let your kids go on sleepover.
Don't go. Yeah. Did you complain to anyone, or you liked it?
Oh no, I told on him and it never happened again.
Oh, it didn't.
But I guess that's what got me started.
Slut. You were asking for it.
Who was it?
He knew easy pickings.
I know, I deserved it.
Right, you deserved it. You're a bad girl.
But at 13, who was it? A teacher?
Yeah, who was it? Was it one of your teachers? Was it a priest who had you at 13?
No, he was a shoe salesman.
And how did he get you at 13? I mean, obviously you're a beautiful woman. There's no doubt.
That was when I was 9. He touched me.
No, not the shoe.
No, but the shoe salesman.
We're talking about your first guy.
I'm talking about the first guy, the shoe salesman who got you.
The first guy, he was 18.
Oh, he was 18.
And he was the preacher's son.
He was the preacher's son. And then the whole town just got you, right? Because you're pretty free with your sexuality.
The neighbors.
Yeah, I'd love to have some sex
All
with
the
you.
neighbors.
I bet you could teach me some good stuff. I have to get my wife liberated, like these girls.
Yeah, whatever happened to the girl, is it, Tiffany?
Yeah.
You should have that happen to Allison.
Yeah, right.
The first time I was with the girl was on camera.
Oh, really?
I never was with the girl.
And now you like it?
I'm getting to admire her taste for you.
Really? And this is and you guys are lovers, is that correct?
We
started.
And what about in Hawaii? You sure you're not a black person?
No.
You're Hawaiian?
I'm Brazilian and Indian and Hawaiian.
I don't care what you say. You look black to me a little bit. Right? Am I correct, Robin?
I don't care. I'm not prejudiced. I'm not prejudiced.
She's darker than you, Robin, for God's sake.
Look at my tan line.
Let me see. All right, very good. Yeah, I got to keep my hand there. All right, very good. Listen, girls.
Yes, Howard.
It's very exciting. All I know is I am very aroused by you girls. I don't know what John Wayne's problem was with the shower and all that, but that's his business, and that's something I ain't going to say. Are you all going to be together when you sign these things at Show World today?
Yeah.
All right, all the girls will be there. So
and
it's,
you have a show you're doing or something?
Who knows? They're signing posters today at 42nd and 8th from 4 to 6, and it's at Show World. And you want to bring in Ron Jeremy, the director?
No. Finally, just for a second.
All right, for a second.
Just say hi, Ron, and then we'll go.
Yeah. It's just kind of, this is the guy who directed the John Wayne Bobbitt thing, and John Wayne doesn't like him. Nobody likes him.
Howard, what about Jack Gordon's son? Are we going to meet him?
Yeah, and let's meet your manager, Jack Gordon's son. I'll sign that in a minute, girls.
The Married with Children people told me that you gave them a reference to call me up.
That's correct, I did.
I'll be on the show in...
Now, Ron, I never let you on the show. You're going to be on Married with Children, Letha?
in about a month.
And you are too? Tiffany?
If you call her.
Really? Okay. Ron Jeremy, of course, you've taken your knocks here today. A lot of people, there's controversy. Come on in. Come on in and shut the door. That's it. Ron, you, of course, have been in porno movies for years. Everybody knows you. You have a very big genitalia. That's what you are known for.
You were laughing at John.
Is this your first? Were you laughing?
It's his script. It's actually, the thing is, he's saying script approval. He wrote it.
He did. Now, what was the argument, John Wayne? John Wayne, do me a favor. Stand up.
Well, the thing about the whacking in the corner. I mean,
no, let me hold on a second, because I'm about to throw you out of here. You are looking more and more like Sam Kinison. It's unbelievable. John Wayne, what was the problem between you and Ron Jeremy? You had script approval.
Right, that's right.
And what was Ron trying to do? Change the script at all times?
Well, I was basically telling him how the scenes should go, and he said, no, it's got to go this way, and we were just arguing back and forth. And I said,
so it became a bitter thing between the two of you?
Well, there was some conflict, but we smoothed things out. Between him and the cameraman.
And when I order the video, is there anything that I will see on there that you don't approve of that Ron forced you into?
No.
But there were scenes that could have been better if Ron hadn't been so obstinate and if he had listened to you. Is that correct?
Right. And then if I wasn't so pressed to the whole...
You felt that Ron Jeremy...
if I had some time to recover after each girl,
In other words, what you're mad about is Ron made you look bad in the sense that in one of the scenes where you can't get that aroused, it's because Ron pressed you into this tight shooting schedule. Am I correct?
Oh, right.
That's possible.
So therefore you made your star look bad.
No, because we had like many days to shoot it. I gave him no more than one scene a day. He never had more than one scene a day.
He didn't?
No. And the scene that I was in, also the owner, the producer, and Mark Carrier, thought it'd be funny to have me and him in an orgy. So there were 3 girls and me and John in that one scene.
I see.
That scene had lead...
And now, John, you objected to Ron jumping in on your action in the scene?
No, I didn't know he was going to be in the scene.
I thought he knew. The producer knew. The girls knew. He didn't know. I didn't know he didn't
Girls, would you object to Ron being in the scene, or were you happy that Ron was kicked out of the scene?
They were in it. Letha was in it.
Letha, you don't want to have sex with Ron, do you?
Well, I can't say anything bad about Ron because he's my friend.
I actually got her in the business, kind of.
Oh, you did?
Kind of.
What a guy. What a guy. What a good man you are.
Howard, she threw up after.
Is that true?
She threw up after.
Did you throw up after Ron Jeremy had sex with you?
I'm getting slammed again.
All right, did you really? What happened, Letha, there? What happened? Why did you throw up? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. What happened, Letha?
Oh, well, actually, I did get sick at the end of the scene.
And you vomited on Ron? What happened? Tell me what was happening. You were doing a love scene with Ron Jeremy.
You want to give me a pop shot? I'll give you one.
I get insulted back in California. I come into this.
Oh, you're a big director now. Is this the first film you've directed?
No, I've directed about a couple of hundred.
Oh, you have? I see.
For Mark Carrier. And
it was a really hot day.
It was a hot day, and what happened? You and Ron were doing a love scene during the Bobbitt shooting, or is this a different shoot?
No, all together.
It was an orgy scene, and Ron did work his way into the scene.
That's right.
And as you were working, and Ron was making love to you, is that correct?
No, he wasn't making love to me.
He was doing something to you. He was doing something. He was having sex with you. And as he was having sex with you, you began to get nauseous?
You can call it the heat, Letha.
You might as well say yes. Go ahead. It's okay.
Just hear the end.
And what happened? Did you actually vomit on camera?
No.
What happened? You ran into another...
I didn't throw up, actually. I just got ill.
You just got ill. And will we see that in the movie?
It's probably fictitious, but it sounds great.
Right, I see. So we will not see that we will not see you actually throwing up in the movie.
We would have edited it out if she had done that.
I see.
We would have cut that out.
You would have cut that.
That was her pop shot.
All right. Okay. So now, and girls, you all received payment for the film. You got a nice. You think not enough? What is? Tell me something, Tiffany. What does a girl get for appearing and having sex with John Wayne Bobbitt in a movie?
Well, depending on the girl, depending on the duration,
Oh, they clock it.
Well, with John Wayne, it went 2 days, so I imagine you did pretty good.
Yeah, you did me a favor, John. Thanks.
So how much money did you end up making from the film?
Not much.
About what, $1,200?
$50.
About $1,200, huh?
Yeah.
Well, can't you guys make that dancing and stuff? So why do you, in other words...
Because you get popular in the adult industry.
I see. I see. So you will be able to market yourself now. And
then be a feature.
All right. And what do you do? And how do you time the scenes for duration? Do you keep a stopwatch near your buttocks, or do you what do you do?
Just where is that clock?
Yeah, where exactly is the clock that clocks in on that?
I
you just keep going.
You just keep going, I see.
You need a couple of positions, and basically when everyone feels comfortable they'd like to end it, we just say, well, Johnny, you ready? And
I see. Now, John Wayne is going to get a piece of the action on this, and you are his manager. You are Jack Gordon's son?
Yeah, that's me, Howard.
Now, Jack Gordon is the man who is now with LaToya Jackson. Is that correct?
Not his
LaToya,
mother.
my stepmother.
Oh, LaToya is your stepmother. I see. All right.
And makes Elvis Presley my step-grandfather-in-law.
I see. And you, and as you know, do you speak to your dad on a regular basis?
Every day.
And you know your dad is living with LaToya, but LaToya wants him out of the apartment. Are you aware of this?
Yes, it's a changing situation every day.
I see. So will your father leave LaToya alone? I mean, he was arrested once for beating her up, you know what I mean? And they had that scene.
Right.
And she claims he still beats her. He claims he doesn't. It's a mess. She wants. I've talked to her personally. She wants him out of the apartment, but no one can get your dad to leave LaToya's apartment. Will your dad leave?
I think if she honestly said to him, Howard, get out of here, he would leave. But I think
what do
she
you
tells
think
you
she's
guys
saying?
this, and then she tells him something different behind closed doors.
I see. You're saying that she really wants Jack around. That's just for publicity.
So.
I see.
Well, I don't know if it's for publicity. I think she changes her mind on an hour-to-hour basis.
Did he ever teach you how to hit a broad, or you know how to do that on your own?
He taught me how to throw chairs across the room.
You did. Okay. All right. So that's your dad. And did you get any of these girls? Were you able to have sex with some of them? Were you able to work your way into it?
I'm a married man.
He did?
Guy like you.
Oh, you're a married man?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. No, he's married. He did not. Okay. And Ron, congratulations to you. Ron Jeremy now thinks he's Steven Spielberg. He's sitting there with a big smile on his face.
I never thought I was Steven Spielberg.
I see.
Of course, I'm Jewish. That's about as close as we get. You know?
I see. And you're pleased with the outcome of this film?
Yeah, I mean, it's funny. We had like a 3-hour movie.
Were you shocked by the sight of John Wayne's weenie? Because it does look a little strange, doesn't it?
You never know if an actor can get aroused. It's always in the back of your mind. Suppose he can't do it. And that was pretty scary.
Right.
No, well,
come on.
A performer.
Come on. Yeah, right,
Robert, thank you. A performer. Thank you very much.
Yes.
And you always wonder in the back of your mind, suppose he can't do it. And it was a little scary. After the first scene with Jasmine, I felt a great, sigh of relief. Right. He did it.
Right.
And then he had 4 more scenes to go after that. We had like 5 days to shoot it, so I felt pretty comfortable.
How did you choose these women?
Actually, it was Mark Carrier who did most of the
Mark Carrier seems to be the genius behind this whole thing.
He's here too, actually. Yeah.
Is he really?
Yes.
You want to meet him?
He is one of the largest.
Now he's the guy who owns the film.
He's the owner along with.
Now how are we going to know if John Wayne's really going to get a piece of the action?
Because Jack Gordon and Aaron Gordon, these guys, they'll keep an exact counting of every tape that's sold.
They will.
Oh yeah, worldwide.
How do you plan to do that?
Well, we have an accounting firm hired in L.A. who'll watch every tape go out the door, and we really trust the guys that we're working with.
You do?
Yeah, we think that.
We also got a couple of rock and roll stars in the movie too. Lemmy from Motorhead is in it.
Oh, Lemmy!
In fact, he discovers the penis.
He does.
When it's thrown by Lorena, he's there in the park going, it's a boring day.
Oh, is that right?
He goes,
I didn't know that. Why didn't you say so? That's very exciting.
It's a very boring day today. What's this? Looks like a penis.
Wow.
Then he goes, well, thank goodness it's not mine, and he runs out of the park.
Hey, let me ask, Tiffany, you attracted to me at all, or I guess you're attracted to everyone?
I like your hair.
You do like my hair?
Yeah.
You don't mind?
I bought your book at the airport last night.
Oh, you bought the paperback?
Yeah, well, I thought,
Did you read it?
And I read it, and I was on the airplane, and I was cracking up, and everyone was looking at me.
Really? So you would have sex with me, huh?
Yeah, if you got divorced.
Why? Oh, you don't have sex with married guys?
What's your favorite number, Howard? I do.
What was that? Oh, you do?
What's your favorite number?
Lethal Weapons has sex with married guys? Thank you.
What's your favorite number?
What's my favorite number?
Uh-huh.
No prejudice.
It better be a good one.
What, you mean from 1 to 10?
No.
Any number?
Just any number.
69. All right, honey.
That's a boring one.
Oh, that is? Sorry, not for me it isn't. What's my
She's heard
favorite?
that way too many
68.
times.
What my favorite number is 3.
Yeah, I was just going to say that.
Right. Yeah, sure, you're psychic. Okay. All right, now, so I think we've covered this, Robin, unless you have any further questions.
I can't think of another question.
If you want to order the John Wayne video and see what I saw, you will, and there's something to see on there for sure. Call 1-800-874-8960. That's the John Wayne Bobbitt Uncut, and it'll be available in stores October 10th. John Wayne and friends. Ron, you'll be there as well?
Yes.
Yes, well, I imagine you'll be.
His entire entourage
will
be there.
You'll be at Show World at 42nd and 8th from 4 to 6 today, signing posters from the movie. Well, I think that a lot of people will be interested in that. Well, there it is, Robin, and it is quite a movie.
A first.
Yeah, you have to see John Wayne's penis. It's pretty wild.
You got to show me that tape.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
I just tell you that in pre-sales alone, this thing's like the 4th biggest grossing adult film already.
Really? Is that right?
It's in pre-sales.
Well, I can believe it.
So we're going to chase Deep Throat, which did $100 million.
Isn't that something?
That thing.
And let me say that Ron Jeremy must be very proud of himself as a director of a top-grossing film.
Well, I know, honestly, it would have probably done well either way.
No matter who directed it.
I don't have any bones about this.
You're a humble man. And why? Well, okay, I'll save it for another time. All right, very good. John Wayne, congratulations to everybody on the fine movie that you've produced.
Can't wait to see it.
Our luck, Ron Jeremy now make a lot of money. He'll buy this station and fire us.
So, Howard, you have 4 more scenes to check out.
I know. How do you support yourself? Seriously, you didn't get paid a lot to be in porno movies, did you?
Guys don't make as much as girls do. We don't go on the road like they do.
Oh, here you go.
So we make less.
I'm not complaining.
No, I used to be a teacher, here in New York.
Right. So
that's pretty scary.
Yeah. How do you make money though? Seriously. How do you live?
A lot of personal appearances.
Is that right?
I do some regular features. In fact, one of your producers saw me in Killing Zone, which is playing right now in theaters.
Killing Zone?
Killing Zone, the Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, you're in that.
And The Chase, I'm in that. In fact, your producer, the lady that I spoke to on the phone, said she saw it.
Oh yes, everyone
playing in Manhattan.
And there is my fine movie right behind you.
I'm doing some regular features as much as I can.
It will be out in. Never mind your movie. Let's talk about mine.
Looking good.
Of course, that's my love scene. That's the big dramatic love scene at the end. All right, very good. And
Malika says hi, of course.
Thank you. I need that. All right, thank you. So we'll take a break, Robin. When we come back, we'll get back to some phone calls. We have a lot of tapes to play. We got to hear Stuttering John, of course, with Hugh Hefner. And John Wayne, keep it in your pants, pal. I'm telling you, don't be showing that thing off too much. You know what I'm saying? All right, and we'll be back. What is this? You're still? I read in the paper today.
Are you in jail or out? What is it?
Yeah, what's going on with you? Quickly, John Wayne Bobbitt, Lorena, you want her back as a wife, the one who cut off your penis?
No. I was talking to the reporter. I said she would be a good wife. She is a good wife and she'd be a good mother, but she's not like a good person.
I'm shocked
because
by
those penises off. Come on.
Right.
But John, how come?
I said, I wanted to see her and just to talk to her, see how she was doing.
Right.
But while I was in Virginia, I was scheduled to be in Virginia. When there? In October. Yeah.
Hey Howard, did you see in yesterday's paper his ex-fiance or whatever said that she got her old phone bill, and that there were a whole bunch of phone calls to Lorena's number. Is
that right?
Are you calling Lorena?
Is that bull?
That's bull.
That is?
And now the jail thing. Are you in jail, out of jail?
You know what happened? You went to jail, right? You had to serve a couple of days?
Yeah, I had to serve a couple of days because my attitude. Because
your attitude?
I don't know.
What happened? You went to court, and she claimed you beat her up. You claimed you didn't beat her up. Right, the fiance.
You remember I called you up and I broke off the relationship.
Thanks to me.
You said it was lust. Yeah, you were right. It was lust. Right. That's all it was.
That's right.
It wasn't love.
Believe me.
I mean, she was playing me, and she went back to her ex-husband, and then she ended up getting me in the courtroom, and she lied on the stand. Her friend lied on the stand. It was proven. My lawyer asked her, isn't it true you lie all the time? Isn't it true you lied for your own benefit? She goes, yeah. I understand.
All right. But meanwhile, even she lied on the stand, they put you in jail.
Yeah, but that's not the thing. The judge was mad.
What was the judge mad about?
The judge was mad.
How did they do that?
Listen, the judge was mad because...
Bad acting.
No.
He was mad at you because of bad acting? Is that true? What was the reason?
No. I was late. I was late for court. And he was mad at that.
So you got thrown in jail for being late for court.
And I had an attitude problem because I was getting I lost my bearing, agitated, and then I was belligerent.
Right.
And they're lying, and I've been through the same thing before with Lorena. She was lying on the stand. She got away with it. And there you go. See,
all right. So now, how many days were you in jail?
But 12 days.
12 days. Mm-hmm. And did anyone see you naked in there?
No.
No, I see. Did you shower in there?
No.
You did not. You didn't shower for 12 days.
I did meet Butthead, though.
You did meet Butthead? All right. I don't know what that means.
Butthead was
that's a cartoon, isn't it?
No. It's an excellent character. This kid that walked
in jail.
Just like Butthead, yeah.
So you didn't mind doing the jail time. You did it. You served your time. You paid your debt to society. And now you're out with the girls. And will any of you girls hook up with John Wayne, or will you dump him now that the movie is over?
Friends. We're still friends.
You are? Yeah. And you still get it on with him?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you're having the time of your life, huh, pal?
Maybe there's a sequel, Bob. You never know.
Yeah, you never know. That's right. All right, John Wayne Bobbitt. And there you have all your information. We have an update, and good luck with the film, everybody. All right, we'll be back right after these. Well, that was exciting, wasn't it? All right, what do you want?
A look behind the scenes of a porno film is what that was like. You never know what goes on. Nobody ever tells you how many scenes you have to do in a day and how long you'll have to spend trying to get ready for the scene.
I really want to get it on with that blonde.
She's very pretty, isn't she?
Yeah, and she was pretty open to it. She told me she's been watching me on TV since I'm 15. She used to watch the Channel 9 show.
And that makes you want to sleep with her. Girls raised.
Yeah.
Big lips.
Big lips. Open to all kinds of sexuality, doing with other girls.
I'm still grappling with this. I was a virgin until 18, and now I take my clothes off at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, it's almost like a guy on steroids. Her growth was so fast.
And somewhere in between, she had to have those implants. Man, she just
she just was busy.
Boom.
See, she said implants are no problem. I asked her that during the commercials.
Did you?
Yeah, I said, well...
What do you mean implants are no problem?
I said, why are all these women whining and they're getting cancer from their implants? Why are you not whining? She goes, I'm telling you, I get no pain from them. They're great. They're saline. She goes, I feel sexy. I love them. And I said, yeah, and if you get cancer, you're not going to get it till you're 60. And who wants to be alive when you're 60 anyway?
Did you say that?
Yeah, and she said, you're right. You were here. You heard it.
No, I didn't hear that conversation. You were there whispering in a corner.
She actually said that. She said, yeah, and who wants to be alive then?
Exactly. My kind of girl.
Well, you know, she was raised by this show.
Yeah. Her values have been completely warped out. She was telling me how funny my book is, how funny I am when I come over.
Even the little Hawaiian girl.
Oh, yeah.
Said she had been reading the book on the plane. See, you're even getting porno stars and strippers to read.
Yeah.
I think that's very good.
That's a great thing about my new book. And now they have it in paperback so the girls can afford it, $6.95.
Yeah,
you know,
so read it on the plane.
Yeah, I'm trying to do things to better people. What is it, Papa?
And it seems to be working.
I'm going to do the Stuttering John Hugh Hefner stuff now.
Okay, well, Heraldo's on the phone.
What does Heraldo want?
Well, he wanted to talk to you about a lot of things, but especially about how he's been way ahead of everybody on the OJ coverage.
Yeah.
How does he figure he's way ahead? He has a bunch of people on the show who know something.
Heraldo has Dominic Barbara on every day, and all they do is talk about the O.J. Simpson case.
That's right. He's doing it again today.
And Cindy Adams.
Yeah, Cindy Adams. Hey, Geraldo.
Cindy Adams was good yesterday.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, if I wipe my booger in her hair, I called into your show yesterday. You hung up on me.
Was that you?
No.
Mike from New York?
Yeah, I was watching you yesterday. Actually, Geraldo's smart. Every day, instead of trying to get gas or anything like that, he just discusses the O.J. case, and I watch it every day.
And they just have people on to say nothing. He had a guy on yesterday has nothing to do with the case. He just happened to have a DNA test.
Yeah, and I watched it.
But that was important, Robin. I'll tell you why. Because the state said the DNA nailed this guy in a rape case. He's a school teacher, raped a 15-year-old, allegedly. And his defense attorney so obscured the science that the jury was convinced that DNA was not absolute. And I
never know what Geraldo's talking about.
He so obscured whatever he was saying, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Geraldo does a 20-minute explanation about why this is important to the case, and I don't know what the hell he's talking about.
You know, the one thing he has to stop doing is those stupid polls where he has the audience stand up.
You know, you attract...
What do you mean? Unscientific but illustrative.
I love when you have that because you attract the dumbest audience. Dumber than Montel's audience. It's unbelievable. Geraldo, remember when you asked everyone, if you think O.J. is guilty, stand up. All the white people stood up.
Right.
And then, this was great. Then they don't know a thing. They haven't learned anything yet.
But the thing is,
and then all the black people...
Race is a critical issue. Most African-Americans still believe him to be innocent, and most white people think he's guilty.
As a matter of fact, DNA is an important issue in Geraldo's life. They found the DNA of Geraldo on most of Hollywood and all of the interns at ABC television from years ago.
They found John Wayne Bobbitt's DNA in your studio about an hour ago.
Hey, I just had him in here. You have to see.
Did he whip it out? I wonder.
No, I saw the...
You didn't ask him to whip it out?
No, because I saw the video. I saw the porno video. You see it on there. It's not big at all.
What's he got to do with the O.J. case?
He and Cindy Adams will have something.
Yeah, right. Don't you... are you going to have Cindy Adams back on?
Not today.
No. I see.
But she had a very good theory. The theory is that O.J. had been slashing Nicole's tires and stalking and harassing her, and she had complained to the cops, and that he went there not to murder her that night, but to continue this obsessive harassment because he was so pissed off because he wasn't invited to the kids' after recital dinner. He saw Ron Goldman. There were candles in the window. He said, oh, no, it's another oral sex episode like the Keith thing. He goes, kills Ron Goldman, drags him in the bushes, and Nicole hears the dog barking, comes out, and he kills her spontaneously.
I absolutely go along with that. As a matter of fact, today in the newspaper, this is unbelievable. They have found now O.J. socks filled with Nicole's blood.
It was reported last night on my CNBC program.
Is that right?
Way ahead of the curve. That's what I'm telling you, Robert.
Well, how the hell would you know about this?
We got to go watch CNBC now?
You know what, Geraldo? I'd rather wait...
It's right before E! Entertainment.
Hey, Geraldo, I'd rather wait for my morning paper, get the news a little later than watch CNBC. Geraldo hates doing CNBC.
I don't.
He hates it.
So how do you know that?
He's really upset that he took the job.
Nah.
Geraldo took a talk show.
Getting a real audience, paying me some money.
Geraldo, this is what happened. Geraldo does a daily talk show, which keeps him pretty busy.
Yeah.
You know, and then he's got the kid, he's got the wife. He's busy. He's got a life.
She's ready to pop, too.
Yeah. So, and this time you got her pregnant without any of that artificial stuff?
That's right.
Going to the test tube, huh?
Heraldo, how do you figure that?
Well, first of all, no one ever cut mine off, and it always worked fine, and it got her hormones going the last time, so everything...
You know what it is? The first kid loosened everything up.
Everything up.
And now she's not so uptight, and you were able to get her pregnant the regular way.
Now I'm afraid I'm going to have to be wearing condoms into my 60s.
Hey, I guarantee you, I could have gotten her pregnant the first time. She wouldn't have gone to any of it.
That little thing?
Oh, yeah. That little thing does a lot of damage. It's unbelievable.
You call it the little sure shot.
Yeah. I'm a sure shot. One thing about me, it's little, but it gets the job done.
That's right. How is your family? How's all your kids?
Oh, my kids are so proud of me. You wouldn't believe it. You don't know how proud they are.
Geraldo's are of him.
Yeah. You know how your kids are proud of you? Mine are proud of me.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. But anyway, Heraldo, we will watch you today. You will continue to be on top of the O.J. Simpson case.
I shall, indeed.
I will. And I've been watching you. You've been doing a very nice job. And as a matter of fact, congratulations to Heraldo because he is beating all the other talk shows.
Is he?
He's almost up to Oprah. Is that right?
I'm coming on strong.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Just late in life. It's a pleasure.
If only they let O.J. out to kill some more people.
Geraldo would have all the ratings.
And why don't you ever admit, Heraldo, that you think O.J. is guilty?
Well, you know, it's difficult to admit it. I mean, I clearly think that all the substantive evidence shows that he's guilty. The problem is the cops have screwed it up.
You were against the cops.
Yeah, I mean...
The cops have screwed it up, and we have a Fourth Amendment in this country, and the Fourth Amendment says you have to have a search warrant. The cops didn't screw it up. The cops had to run in... Excuse me. Cops lie? Nose should be three feet long by now.
Wait a second. Hold on a second. Wait, I'm gonna smack you in the head when I see you. And I'm gonna tell you something.
Go ahead.
The cops come in a murder case. There's blood all over the place. They immediately run over to O.J. Simpson's house.
5 hours later.
No, of course, they don't know who did.
5 hours later. If they ran 5 minutes later, I would agree with you. Mark Furman was called to Nicole Simpson's house to the estate to break up a fight.
So what are you saying? The cops are lying?
Years before, he knew as soon as he looked at her hacked up body that it was that screwball celebrity husband of hers who probably did it.
Right.
He should have said, listen,
Heraldo.
I know who did this. I saw him smack her around a couple of years ago. I was at this house. I'm going over there, and he's going to be busted right now. At least
did you hear him say this?
We know for a fact he has testified that he responded to the domestic violence complaint years before. He knew that Nicole was a battered wife.
Fine.
And anyway, when you're a cop and you see a dead wife,
he won't let
the
you
first
talk.
suspect is always the husband.
He's trying to
and to wait 5 hours.
You think O.J.
Not get a search warrant?
You know O.J. Do you know O.J.?
I met him before. Yes,
where are you calling from? A Subway?
I'm in the gym. I'm in the break and stock.
Can you tell everyone to quiet down?
Hey, easy guys.
Isn't it great? You get a Heraldo on the phone, and he's busy. I hear noise going on back there.
I wondered what that was too.
Yeah, all right, Heraldo, why don't you go get in shape? All right, I gotta go.
Okay.
All right, Heraldo Rivera today in New York at 4 o'clock,
and 3 o'clock in L.A.
And you don't mind if my listeners call in and jerk you around a little bit?
No, we'll catch them every time.
All right, Heraldo, come in and visit us.
Thank you, Will.
Congratulations on knocking up your wife the real way. Yeah, that's right. Why doesn't he go out in the street and call me from there where it's quiet?
Yeah, he's screaming over his
for goodness sakes. And I'm not going to sit and argue the O.J. Simpson case with Heraldo. Forget it.
You know what? He gets in these, he forgets he's a talk show host.
Yeah.
And he becomes a lawyer.
Yeah, he's a whole lawyer. That's some lawyer.
You don't want Heraldo representing you, let me tell you.
You're not kidding.
Irritates every judge.
Oh, is he irritating?
Hey, Judge, man.
Hey, Judge, man. And isn't it true, in fact, that the police, in fact... He's a pisser.
I love him.
Yeah, we love Heraldo. I like that. He's so friggin' macho, but yet when it came to nailing his wife and giving her the baby, couldn't do it. I had to go to the fertility clinic.
Had to spin around in a centrifuge.
Howard Stern never went to a fertility clinic. Never, and never will.
Well, you're done now, aren't you?
You're damn right I'm done.
Population.
No, I mean my second wife. That's Heraldo's second wife. I'm just telling you. Never. If I couldn't get my wife pregnant the regular way, never would go to fertility.
You can't.
Never.
You know what? I've heard you make that argument before, and I will ignore it because I know your wife. Your wife was so desperate to have children, she would have dragged your butt.
No, she wouldn't.
Too.
Not here.
Oh, yeah.
We're wrong again. First of all, I wouldn't let any doctor see my penis anyway.
You would have gone just to keep her quiet.
Unlike John Wayne Bobbitt, I'm not proud of mine.
Just like Heraldo did.
That's what you think. You don't know anything about it. Anyway, I got to take a short break, and I got to play the Hugh Hefner interview. I'm dying to hear it.
Yeah.
Stuttering John went out and did a one-on-one with Hugh Hefner.
And he had a bunch of questions.
Yeah. We got to do that, and there's a whole bunch of other things we got to do too. So, and I got some David Lee Roth tickets to give away, which I never gave away yesterday.
Yeah, we talked about him. Never gave him a wife.
I'll take some phone calls. We got to do the news. We got a lot to get done here, but we'll be back right after these words with Stuttering John. I got Stuttering John here. I just was out in the halls rapping a Stuttering Vic. Now, did he help you with this?
I brought Stuttering Vic with me.
You want him to appear with you now?
Well, he didn't. He wasn't able to get in. He got thrown out.
Is that right?
Why?
Hey, Vic, what happened? You feel like being in on this? I mean, why should John be here and get all the camera attention? Why don't you get a little?
Yeah, why not?
Hey, get a microphone on Stuttering Vic. John hates this. John hates Stuttering Vic.
We took a cab down there, and I was in the front seat.
Get closer to the mic.
Get close to the mic there, Stuttering Vic.
All right.
Right on.
Yeah.
We took a cab down there, and I was in the front seat, and he didn't have any change, and I was trying to square the tab, and he and Angie, they left the cab, and I was in the car squaring the tab, and then I couldn't leave the cab because there's traffic, and by the time I got out, they're totally gone. So when
did you dump him, you dick?
No, I swear to God we didn't.
Why did you ditch the guy? And you had to pay for the cab? Did you reimburse?
We gave him the money. There was a big crowd out front, so I was afraid that you was just coming in. I wanted to get him on the way in.
Hugh.
You.
Yeah.
Not you was just coming in.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner.
So I ran out of the cab. But we didn't go right in. We went, then I asked the other cameraman, is he in yet? And they said, yes. So
you dumped off Stuttering Vic?
No, Vic probably went in before us.
Yeah, I looked around, I couldn't see him, so I walked right in. I walked right in, I looked up.
John doesn't want to show Vic the ropes because he thinks Vic's his replacement.
Yes.
You know, are you seriously have to be kidding me?
I'm not kidding you at all, because you even said to me, I don't want to take Stuttering Vic with me. You said this, and now you ditched him.
No. I agree, but I didn't ditch him. I
need him to learn the ropes.
I promise I didn't ditch him. I promise.
Me.
Vic, be honest. There was a big crowd out front, right? I was just like, oh man, he might be coming in, you know. And I needed Ganji to get the camera, so I said, here, cover the tab, and then I ran out of the cab.
I see.
I mean, listen, do you want me to get the interviews or not?
What?
Do you want me to get the interview or not? I mean,
well, how come Vic couldn't get in and you did?
Because I don't know why Vic couldn't get in.
I walked right
in.
But all I had was a clipboard, and he had a camera, so he looked like he fit in. Well, he had.
I said I was from me.
I see. So if you would have had the camera with you, you would have gotten in.
Right, and so I was walking with the clipboard, and I couldn't get upstairs because it's upstairs, and I was downstairs, and I walked around, and I walked in the back, and I tested some doors to see if I could get in, and I got caught by 2 employees, and I got thrown out.
He could have jeopardized the whole
mission.
The whole mission.
But you left him. He doesn't even know how to do this.
Hey, Quivers, I had no choice.
He had a choice, because you know why? Imagine if Vic wasn't with him. He would have had to pay the tab.
Sure. He would have dealt with the cab.
He would have had to wait for a second.
If Grilla was with me, I would make Grilla pay the tab so I can get in there.
I think it's subliminal with you. You don't want Vic.
Oh my
Usually
God,
right now it's just you and Ganji, though.
No, it's not. I always bring somebody.
All right, let's get to the interview, and I'll take this up with you off the air.
I promise I didn't ditch the guy.
Vic, that won't happen again.
Hey,
I
Ganji, where are
apologize.
you?
All right, let's go. That ain't right. Okay, here we go. Let's
I can't
listen.
believe you did this.
He's such an idiot, man. Ganji, tell him. Tell him.
He did stuff to defend John. He didn't ditch him. Vic just couldn't get in. Vic wasn't.
Yeah, and what if Vic wasn't there? What fast? Go ahead. What?
Fast enough. I couldn't get out of the cab. You guys should have known this. We were outside the store for a good 5 minutes before we walked everywhere. I walked around all over the place. You think I didn't look?
That's because Vic and the cab driver were reminiscing.
Yeah, we're reminiscing about the great days we had driving cabs, right?
Yeah, in India.
Yeah. Oh, get that cow out of the way.
Yeah. Okay. I hear the hostility. All right. Thank you, Ganji.
It's obvious what's going on, Vic. We'll take care of it.
Oh, there's nothing going on. Ganji could be my witness. And the last time when I was trying to
get some witness, Vic just got mad at you.
Hey,
all right, come on. I don't care. Here we go. I want to hear you have to. I'll take it up with you later.
Because the last time when I was trying to interview Barbara Bush, Ganji wasn't able to get in, and Ganji had to, and I snuck in, but Ganji wasn't able to get in. I can't be responsible for these guys. You want me to get in? Good, I'll get in.
I see. I get where you're coming from.
All I know is that Vic wasn't even anywhere near you, so that he might have had an opportunity.
He had no chance to get in.
You know what? I don't need an entourage either.
I see.
Right, we hear you saying that.
You have to train Vic. All right, now. Let's go to Hugh Hefner. I think it's on reel 1. I can't tell. I can't read any of these signs. I can't.
Well, as you noticed, I brought the tape in. Day of, no problems.
Well, you're certainly performing your job since Stuttering Vic showed up.
In some way.
Vic, I got to tell you, the boy was here early in the morning with his tape. It was ready since 6 o'clock this morning.
I was here yesterday with the tape.
Ah, very good.
This is how you should have been performing for the last 6 years.
All right. Thank you, Vic, for making sure John gets here.
Yeah, thanks, Vic.
Great, no problem.
Where are you going? Yeah, you could stay in here. You should be part of this. I want you to get used to being on the air in case John can't be here one day.
Just remember to stay very close to the mic. We don't want to miss a thing you say.
I want you to work on your microphone technique. So every time John's here, you can be on the air with us. He can't lose you in here.
That's right. We can make sure of that.
Dick, man. You really are.
What?
Such a short walk.
And it doesn't seem obvious that he ditched the guy.
Yeah.
It's not obvious.
Look at how uncomfortable you are around him.
Vic, in here, he has to share his airtime with you.
I swear on my mother's life I didn't ditch.
All right, Vic, so you went over to the Hugh Hefner interview. Now, what are we going to listen to today?
On purpose.
Tell me what we're going to hear.
We're going to hear all the questions John asked. And John asked a lot of questions. You got a good time with him.
All right, good.
Let me ask another thing.
I'll tell you what.
Excuse me, I'm talking to Howard, John.
Well, so was I.
What did John do when he got the tape? Now, when he sits in there and has Scott dub it off, does he take Vic in with him?
Vic, you sat there, right, with John when it was dubbed off?
No.
No, we lost
you
it.
mean...
I couldn't get in. I got thrown out, and the cop said if I came back, I'd be arrested. So I got thrown out twice.
Might be the dark skin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, has a lot to do with it.
All right.
One thing going for John is he looks kind of white.
Sort of.
Yeah.
A dirty white.
A dirty white. So did you take Vic in so you can see how tapes are edited?
No, they didn't edit the tape yesterday. I just dropped it off.
I see.
You know, I mean, I gave it a Baba Booey. I didn't know.
So Vic learned nothing.
I gave it a guy.
Vic learned how to pay for a cab.
Right.
All right.
Well, that's the first lesson I
learned. You should learn how to be fast, man. You got to be quick in this business.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Well, we'll see about that. All right, let's
Oh, stop it, man.
Let's listen to Hugh Hefner and John. Here we go.
What are you muttering about?
All right. Hello there, Stuttering John. How you doing, you? Very well. Big fan of your magazine. Thank you very much.
Is the place crowded for him?
Yeah, mobbed.
Really?
Yeah, hot babes out front.
All right.
And then there was like a group of protesters who I interviewed after.
Oh, good. Okay.
Oh, that's funny because the girls are probably coming auditioning for Hugh.
Yeah, they are. A lot of girls showed up to see if they get in the magazine.
Yeah.
Hey, if anybody I can interview, it's got Howard. Howard's going to sell you a lot of Playboys. Trust me. Well, I'm sure he will. Thank you. All right,
He's real worried about that. He's convincing him why he has to be. I'm actually in that book. He's promoting. Yeah.
So will you ever photograph women with their tampon strings hanging out? No, I don't think so. No. Did your stroke affect your erection? Would I what? Did your stroke affect your erection? No, it didn't. No.
So his stroke didn't affect his erection.
I guess not.
All right, good.
That's you learned something to know.
Well, so far we've learned that he will not photograph women with tampon strings. Very valuable information you learn here on
You'd
this
like
stuff.
to know where the industry is going.
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think that's going to happen.
And the stroke did not affect his erection.
Did you ever nail Marilyn Monroe? No. Any of the other playmates? Great many. You lucky bastard.
You lucky bastard. Was he smoking his pipe?
No.
I think he gave up that pipe since he stroked out.
You know, it sounds like he has the pipe in his mouth.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's from the stroke. Your lip hangs.
Yes.
He's speaking pretty good for a guy with a stroke.
A great many of them.
How much would you offer Robin Quivers to strip? Howard Stern's sidekick, you know.
I don't think he knows.
Well, we'll have to negotiate that, I think. Okay.
Just trying to get you some work there, Robin.
Thanks a lot, Howard.
Just thought we'd throw that in.
Did you ever see O.J. at the mansion? Yes. Really? Yes. O.J. was a friend. He is a friend. And was he with any babes? I don't remember. Come on. After he left, were there any playmate corpses? No.
You know what? He's already to abandon O.J. O.J. was a friend.
Yeah, right. O.J. was a friend. Was as in past tense.
W-A-S. Was.
Is Jessica Hahn a good kisser? Jessica Hahn is a very sweet lady.
Yes.
Okay. Is she a good kisser?
Ooh, a laugh on him. He's like a penguin.
Gorgeous cat.
That's kind of weird. I expect him to say, hey, I never had sex with Jessica Hahn. I wouldn't know. But then he's like...
Sounds like you might have.
Yeah. I guess that's no comment? That's a no comment. Okay. Do you enjoy smoking a pipe, or does somebody tell you it looks cool?
Well, I like smoking the pipe, and it did look cool. Yeah.
He laughs like a guy who's had sex with thousands.
You couldn't get the energy to laugh anymore.
Jackie should give him laughing lessons.
The penguin. What's the longest you've gone without having an orgasm?
Less than 24 hours.
Wow.
Man, you got it made, dude. Dude. Did you ever get in a fist fight with Bob Guccione?
No.
Have you heard from Reagan about his daughter?
No.
Okay. Who would you like to pose nude for your magazine?
Well, no one comes to mind immediately, but
not Stuttering John.
Will your daughter ever pose nude?
You'll have to ask her. I don't think so.
Thanks, you.
Thank
you.
you.
A lot. Are you a Jew, by the way?
I'm a Methodist.
Thanks, man. I'll see you. Okay. Thing was that so bad? They're all so afraid of me. Of course not. They're all...
Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you have guessed in a million?
What?
Would you have guessed in a million years that he would have answered all those?
Because I had about 100 more for him, but I said, you're never going to get past number 2.
You're not going to get near him.
I know. You never can predict.
Good sense of humor.
Yeah, I dig that guy.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah, and I mean, come on. He sells dirty books. I mean, what the hell?
He
should have.
understands what his business is.
Yeah.
He's not taking it seriously.
Yeah.
Good to see.
That was pretty cool, huh?
Great.
Yeah.
Now, afterwards...
Yeah.
John ran into a woman on the street.
Was it protesting?
Yeah, angry about, violence against women, pornography.
Is that woman with that short hair?
No, this is actually a cute girl. Blonde, nice body.
Yeah?
Yeah, and they were holding all these anti-pornography, signs and stuff. They
got to get cute ones to do that, because if it's an ugly girl, they just think it's bad. It's just sort of jealousy. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Robert Circuit, there's a woman on 57th.
Sour grapes.
There's a woman on 57th and 5th that has the Hustler cover with a picture of a woman's torso going into a meat grinder, and she screams and yells at you as you walk by.
Do you see what they're doing to women?
We must stop the violence against women!
But John and I were walking down the street one day, and that woman started yelling. And John goes, "Oh, please, take it easy. It's only like pornography."
Yeah, it's dirty pictures, lady. Let me hear what happened.
This is 27 million people. I'm so convinced.
Oh, what are you telling Hugh that it was good for him?
Yeah.
You're lying and saying we reached 27 million people?
Yeah. Well,
all right.
That's about the E channel.
Yeah, well, yeah, it reaches 27 million.
It's in 27 million homes.
Yeah.
Listeners, thanks a lot. Thank you. I'll see you, man. Thank you. Okay.
Trying to make you feel better about the interview. I like that. It's in 27 million homes.
The group is called Women Against Pornography.
Thank you, Stuttering Vic.
Well, I had a stutter of one.
And by the way, thank you for telling us that. John never told me that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right, and they had like 3 really cute chicks there.
Really?
Very nice.
All right.
I called them up later and asked.
That's cool to call the women from Stuttering Pornography and
Stuttering
say,
Pornography?
whatever that is. Women Against Pornography. You call them up and you just say, hey, you get some really cute chicks in that group.
Were you out on the street today? I'd like a date.
Vic, you're very funny when you say stuff. John, you're okay, but Vic is very
great
funny.
information he did.
Yeah, thank you.
That was
thank you, Stuttering Vic.
Can I ask anybody a question about what you're doing here? Are you the spokesperson? All right, this is for WXRK and E-Television. So what's going on here? What are you protesting?
We're protesting the fact that Hugh Hefner has made his fortune and his career by exploiting and degrading women.
Only I could do that.
But I mean, he's just showing women naked. Why is that exploitation?
He's showing women naked in a context that makes women look like sexual objects for men to use and degrade for their own purposes.
I don't buy that. I mean, so what?
I know.
So women are sexual objects. No kidding. That's been going on since Adam and Eve.
Women are sexual objects. Women are sexual. And this is what people fail to admit.
Wrong.
Excuse me?
I'm telling you from my point of view.
It doesn't matter, but women are sexual. The women in the magazine wanted to pose, is what I'm saying.
I think I agree with that.
They didn't have a gun held to their head.
Yeah, I try and...
If they're doing it at gunpoint, I have a problem with it.
Yeah.
Not for women's sexual purposes. He's putting women on display as an item for sale and for exploitation.
I mean, but do you... Are you
Jackie applauding. Obviously, Jackie's hearing something that he liked. I agree with that.
Opposed to, male strippers?
Am I opposed to male strippers?
Well, male models like the Calvin Klein model, stuff like that.
I'm opposed to a world in which women are viewed and treated as sexual objects.
She didn't answer the question.
No, she doesn't have an answer to that question.
No.
That's a very good question, John.
Yeah, John. Very nice.
Thank you very
much. Who wrote that, Stuttering Vic?
Oh, that was me.
All right, good.
Which men pay for women's sexuality.
Yeah, but how about men? Is it okay if men pose? I mean, are you opposing Playgirl too? In other words.
Well, as a matter of fact,
Short circuit, the smoke coming out of her ears.
most of the audience for Playgirl is men, and we don't live in a world where men are sexually degraded the way women are sexually degraded consistently and systematically. But we do object to the sexual degradation of either men or women. Both men and women are degraded sometimes in our society, but the fact is that Playboy has made its fortune degrading women.
What do you think of Howard Stern?
Very little.
I mean,
hey, she hasn't seen it, has she, Robin?
This is ponderous.
I knew. She hasn't seen me with my pants off. She said very little.
Yeah, very little.
She's really angry. She's really cute, though?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like,
Wow.
Come here, give me a kiss.
You should have said that.
I did. Watch.
Give me a kiss.
Agreed with. Take him. Good answer. What?
I think he's a very insignificant, disgusting person.
Do you think he treats women okay, or do you think he is degrading to women?
I think very little about Howard Stern. He doesn't occupy much of my time at all.
She's basically thinking about Hugh Hefner. It's cool.
Yes. Why are you so freaking angry?
I'm angry that women are being hurt and exploited.
All right, thanks a lot. Are you going to be watching us on E?
Probably not.
All right, thanks a lot. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. And you're very pretty. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being pretty. You realize that, right?
Maybe you should put some makeup on.
Oh, gee, she insults me. Come on, let's get a picture together. Thank you very much. So I hugged her and posed with all the cameras.
Oh, I should have asked her out. Should have asked her for a date.
There was steam coming out of her ears, man.
You should have told her you're a photographer. You'd like to, you do it.
Said, give me a kiss and stuck your tongue out.
Do you mind taking your top off of my camera?
Well, I gave her a hug and she wasn't too happy about that.
No. Well, whatever. Well, it's good you did the interview anyway. It's good to get the other point of view, Robert. Whatever that was.
That's right. We entertain all points of view.
We do. We're very open.
Station.
Yeah, we're open to all of that. Well, very good, Stuttering John, Stuttering Vic. Nice job.
Yeah.
What's the name of that group again?
Women Against Pornography.
Okay.
All right. Stuttering Vic could have nailed her, I bet, but not John.
I think he has better moves.
Stuttering Vic would have asked for a date.
Give me a break. Stuttering Vic wouldn't even have thought of interviewing her.
All right, why don't we...
well, if you would show him the ropes, maybe he would.
Vic, you would have known to interview a woman opposing Hugh Hefner, right?
Yeah, I would have taken her in with me.
Right. Oh, to confront Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then I would have taped that.
Oh, that would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been great. You would have tried to get her in, and you would have got you thrown out.
I'm sorry, Vic. What were you saying?
I would have taken her with me. I would have asked my question. She would have asked her question. Then I would have asked her out.
Wow. That would have been. Ooh, that would have been. I wish I could have heard that, but of course, John had to ditch you. Now I know why. All right, very good, Stuttering John. Thank you.
If I would have tried to bring the...
Let me turn off your microphone and let's go on with the show. We'll be back right after these words. What song is that, Fred?
Definition FX.
Definition FX?
Rage, excuse me.
Who?
Rage.
Rage Against the Machine?
Rage Against the Machine.
They're cool. Rage Against the Machine is cool, Robin.
If you say so.
That's a cool name. We
what?
We better do the news here because I'm on a real tight schedule. I got to give away David Lee Roth tickets too, but we'll get to that in a sec.
Okay.
Anyway, Robin, what were you saying?
I was saying that in Haiti, we are sending more military police to try to teach the Haitians how to be good police officers. They are also thinking about going to the camps where they put the Haitians who were fleeing the country.
Yeah, good.
They are going to the camps now, and they're going to ask for volunteers to be sent back to the country. How many volunteers do you think there'd be?
None. Zero. All these
jump onto a boat and risk their lives because they wanted to go back there soon.
All these Haitians have been screaming for years that they really want to go back to Haiti. They don't want to be in this country. I've had them on this show. And they all scream, we don't want to be here. Voodoo, voodoo. We want to go back to our country. We just give us our president back.
Yeah.
No one's going back. The president himself don't want to go back. President Aristide is like saying, I don't want to go back to Haiti. I just want to be the president.
Crazy?
I want to be the president in exile.
That's right. It's safer here.
Yeah, I got to go do something with all those poor schnooks. Haiti has nothing going for them. Imagine being president of nothing.
How are you? The only thing they had as an industry was tourism.
Yeah.
Now, how are you going to convince people to come there?
Yeah.
There are not a lot of people who like to see people being beat with crowbars.
Yeah, my wife wants to go there so she can get beat by a crowbar. Hey,
so they're going to offer people the opportunity to go back as soon as possible. And also, President Aristide did go to that briefing with White House officials yesterday, and he did offer thanks, which is what we are now calling his backing of the agreement made with the strong men of the military who took over the government from him.
The guy hates us.
Who?
Aristide. He hates us.
Well, yes, I understand he's not very pro-American and has not been.
No. And he didn't want to go back to Haiti. He didn't ask for this. He didn't want to be the president of Haiti. You don't understand. The guy gets up at a press conference and says, I don't want to go home until all the new shows are on TV from this new season.
I'm going to miss the fall premiere season.
I want to see Made About You. No. That's Mad About You, President Aristide.
Well, he also is upset because the strong men, the military leaders, don't have to leave the country once they step down, and that Lieutenant General or whatever he is, Cedras, has announced that he doesn't plan to leave. He plans to stay in Haiti. He likes it there.
One of those porno guys, I had to go out and take pictures with him when John Bobbitt was here. He shook my hand, sweaty, perfumed hand.
And you can smell it now.
Oh, I'm going to vomit from it. I hate when guys have tons of cologne on and they shake your hand and it's all
wet. Who was
wet.
That the producer guy?
I don't want to say who it was. Probably had me killed.
Oh, gee.
Man. Oh, man. Hey, by the way, this just in, Robin. I know you don't have it. We are already number 1 in Miami. We are already in the ratings.
We've only been there a day.
I know. Can you believe this is the fastest ever? I've just received notice from our station WBGBG, whatever it is.
Big Radio.
Big Radio 106 FM.
How do you do, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to Miami Beach.
So recap what you just said. That
in Haiti, they're still having problems. We're sending more MPs to try to control things down there. President Clinton has said, don't expect the violence in Haiti to stop right away, which means it ain't going to stop. And Aristide says, thank you.
Yeah, great. Like a real sincere. Hey, well, it's an important story that really affects me. How's my hair today, Robin? After my meeting.
Could somebody come over and get these carts because I forgot to bring these to you.
Get up.
Well, let me take a break and then.
Then I could have done it myself.
Yeah, then you can take a little stroll over here. I get to look at you. Look at your beautiful body right now.
No, I wanted to talk to you about Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson. They have.
I know him. Yeah, let me take a break and we'll talk about it. I'll tell you what I know.
Yes, your friend.
My friend.
Buddy.
No, I really know him. No one believes me, but I know.
You won't tell us any details.
I'm not allowed to right now, but I'm going to be telling you in a couple of weeks. We'll be back.
Who's got your lips all sewn up?
Hey, some people control me. What can I say? We'll be back right after these words. You were talking. Oh, excuse me. You were talking about Michael Jackson just as we were about to.
Yes, your buddy. How do you know him?
I know him because I've met with him. I met with him.
How did the meeting occur?
Meeting occurred when Michael Jackson and I had mutual interest in something, and we sat down for over an hour.
What is it?
I can't talk about it. I sat with him over an hour and talked to him.
Where?
In an apartment.
Whose?
Trump? Not Trump.
I didn't answer.
A very high-powered professional in the business. If I mentioned his name, you would know.
In the movie business?
He's in movies and television.
Movies and television.
And recording artists.
Eddie Murphy.
No.
Eddie Murphy.
Not Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy's no longer in movies.
Oh.
He's in recording.
He's in recording, but barely. And has no interest in television.
Television.
Yes, he's
Brandon Tartar Sauce.
No. No, you know the name. As soon as I said the name, you would know who it is. He's a very high-powered...
Stephen Bochco.
No, he's a very high-powered management type.
Management. Management.
One of the biggest in the business.
And how did this mutual interest come about?
Through mutual acquaintances.
Oh, that manager of his?
No, I didn't say it was his manager. Could be, but I'm not saying.
What do you mean mutual acquaintances?
There were people who were representing my interests. You know, I have a production company called the Howard Stern Production Company.
Right.
I besides owning the Brother Sam book, which is the story of Sam Kinison, which I'm in the middle of producing.
Right.
I have obtained quietly other properties.
Oh, you don't only own one property.
That's right.
Huh?
I'm buying up everything.
Michael Jackson was also interested in this property?
No,
other property?
No. Well, yeah, there was an interest of Michael Jackson's, and I sat down with Michael Jackson, and I cannot disclose what went on in the meeting right now.
I'm not finished questioning, and only answer the questions I ask.
Go ahead. All right. I'm sorry, Your Honor. What am I, in a deposition? Actually, I'll tell you what happened. I bought his llama.
You have a mutual interest in a zoo.
I bought the rights. I'll tell you. I don't have any problem telling you. I bought the rights to something called the Tom Chiasano story. The story of a guy.
Michael wanted to play Tom.
Well, you know, now that this Tom Hanks movie is so big.
Forrest Gump.
They needed they're looking for retard movies. You know, anybody who's got low intelligence and doesn't think that clearly is very muddled and goes through life innocently.
Life is like a box of
golf balls.
Yes.
Let me sleep on it.
Let me sleep on it. So they take a guy who really, you know, his story, and it's the next Gump. Right, Tom? Tom, you can tell everyone now. I paid a handsome price for it.
It's about a guy who leaves his job for 5 days and nobody notices.
Right. That's the first scene in the movie.
The guy who goes to a golf tournament.
I think Jackie's had a great full week here.
Yeah.
I thought Mondays was a great show.
Tom,
now you've gone too far.
Why have I gone too far?
I'm a good sport, but now you've gone too far.
All right, I'm just kidding. I apologize. That's not fair to say. You have a very high IQ. In fact, I'm going to have you tested. All right, very good, Tom. I apologize. I was using you in a cheap joke. Well, Michael Jackson wants to buy your story.
I've already talked about it.
Really?
Yeah.
No. So anyway, I had a meeting with Michael Jackson.
About a property you were both interested in? Was it a possibility that you two would be partners on this?
Yes.
And so what was it like to sit in a room and talk to Michael Jackson about business?
I will say, when I'm prepared to give you the contents of the meeting, I'm going to tell you, it was the most bizarre meeting I've ever had in my life.
Were there other representatives present?
Yes and no. Portion of the meeting there were, and a portion of the meeting there wasn't.
Oh, answer the question.
Yes, I will say yes. I will answer that with a yes.
All right.
I'm going to flip all the cards over now, Robin. You haven't...
No, let me ask one more thing. Now, did you talk directly to Michael Jackson, or did you talk to the other people around him?
Talk directly to Michael Jackson.
I mean, he really does conduct his own business.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to
Yes, he does. I don't talk with lackeys.
No, I'm just wondering if he just is represented and people handle his money for him.
Yeah, they're representatives, but when it comes to talking turkey...
And you actually... Did he understand what you were talking about?
No. Of course he did. Yeah, he did. I think he did. Lisa Marie was not with him, no. And he was not married at that point.
Did he say anything about a girlfriend?
No. He was holding my hand, though.
Now, was there any food at this meeting?
No.
So you didn't break bread with Michael Jackson?
No.
And he didn't mind meeting with you? Did he know who you were?
I have no idea. I have no clue. He had to be explained to a lot about who I was. So I don't think he knows anything.
Anything?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, his hand smelled like Lisa Marie, though, when I shook it.
Oh, jeez.
So I'll give him that.
No, that was the monkey.
Oh. But I got to tell you something, Robin. Yeah. I've had some bizarre... This was... All right, I won't say it was bizarre as the first time I met Fred. All right? My meeting with Fred... My meeting with Fred was the most bizarre.
It's in a league, but
he was pretty bizarre.
For a human.
For a human.
With meetings with humans, that was pretty bizarre.
Don't ask me if there was bubble gum on his zipper.
Ooh.
No.
What kind of clothing does he wear?
He wears that garb.
Same old military.
The hat and the whole thing.
Sergeant Pepper kind of
look. Right. It's pretty wild.
What does his nose look like?
I'm not going to talk about it now. I want to talk to you about it at a future date.
Don't you hold out on me.
I'm not going to talk about it right now.
Robin, you buying any of this at all?
Yeah.
Really?
I swear to God, on the life of my children, I'm telling the truth.
No, I heard a report from someone else that when he was ushered into England surreptitiously to go to that drug clinic, that the tip of his nose was black.
What?
Well...
Like a cocker.
All right, well... I don't want to talk about it yet.
Did you notice, was there a lot of heavy makeup?
Wait till I tell you all about this.
When can you talk? Why can't you talk?
Well, because there is still delicate negotiations going on.
Oh, so you could still be doing business with him?
That's right.
And you don't care who you do business with?
No, don't care.
All right, I just, because I was thinking about that.
It's not even doing business with him. It's not even the way you think. It's not even like sitting there and getting involved in a joint venture or anything like that. It's not like that. Like, I do care who I would do business with, but it's not the way you're thinking, and I can't really go into it. It's not what you're thinking. It's not like, we're planning to build an amusement park together. You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you mean. Because if you're not doing business with him, why talk to him?
It's not doing... I can't get into it. You see, you're roping me into something I don't feel comfortable talking about.
Well, I like to see you squirm.
Okay. We're doing a remake of Boys Town. And we're in the middle of casting for it, and I don't want to get into it. There's a lot of young kids involved.
Mostly Michael doing the casting.
Yeah, he'll do the casting, and I'll do the other stuff. I'll direct it. All right. Come on, continue.
Can't get any more out of you. Well, Michael Jackson got off the hook yesterday.
Thank God.
So I suppose the business will continue.
No, it's not even like it wouldn't matter if he was on the hook, off the hook, or any hook at all. It had nothing to do with that. I just needed to discuss some things with him. Because I'm a mogul. I'm a pretty important guy now, huh? I take meetings with some important people.
No, I don't think that's good at all that you talked to Michael Jackson.
Yeah, but you don't know what it was about. Wasn't like I was in league with him.
What were you trying to do? Get him to fess up and admit guilt and turn himself in?
Yep.
Oh, right.
I'm not kidding. All right.
Huh?
I had to counsel him. I don't know. I had to save this for the next book.
You have to.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. I'm at the bookstore already waiting for it to come out.
Why don't you get in line now? I'm intrigued. I hooked you in.
So anyway, Michael Jackson got some good news yesterday from the prosecutors of Los Angeles and Santa Barbara. They held a press conference, and they announced that they will not be pressing charges of child molestation against the superstar. Here is Gil Garcetti, DA of Los Angeles.
He's got to be pretty disappointed. They've only interviewed about 9 billion people.
400 witnesses.
Wow.
We have a very important witness who has told us, I'm sorry, I do not want to and will not testify. And I'm telling you that if he stepped forward a month from now, 2 months from now, and said, now I want to testify, we would reevaluate our case at that time.
Now, which kid is he talking about?
That's the primary kid. That's the 13-year-old boy who leveled the initial allegations.
Okay. Now, there's no other boys that have... They say there were 2 other boys.
There were at least 2 other boys, according to the prosecutor from Santa Barbara, who contacted the authorities. One young man said that he did not, or the parents actually said that they didn't want their kid going out there alone.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as there was no other kid who was going to testify, they're going to keep their mouths shut, too. And another child is out of the country, and they can't get that child to testify.
Really?
From what I understand, yeah.
How come I can't meet any kids like these that don't talk?
So it's not... They never actually cleared Michael Jackson of the allegations in this press conference. They simply said they were unable to press a case.
I see.
Here is the DA once again, Gil Garcetti.
Garcetti or Garcetti?
Garcetti.
I see.
We have concluded that because the young boy who was the catalyst for this investigation has recently informed us that he does not wish to participate in any criminal proceeding where he is named as a victim, that we must decline prosecution involving Mr. Jackson.
Robin, is the DA bored or is he hypnotized? I mean, which is it?
He's very upset and disappointed, I think.
You know what I think? I think they ought to take the boy and his father and prosecute them. Too bad you can't prosecute minors like this. Because
unfortunately, in California, there's a law that says you cannot force a minor to testify in a case like this. They are now trying to change the law in California to state that if you're willing to testify in a civil case, since these people were very willing to go ahead with a civil proceeding,
that's right.
You would have to be willing to testify in a criminal case as well.
Because that's the same as using the Los Angeles Police Department as your personal blackmailer.
Yes, your battering ram.
Yeah. Hey, they got you up on criminal charges. You better settle the civil case right now. Okay, we'll drop the civil case. Now we're not going to testify. It's an outrage. You can't bring up these just to get money. It seems like extortion, doesn't it?
Well, you have to consider that these are young children, and you don't necessarily want them continually victimized. If this has actually happened, they have been victims already.
Right.
And the having to testify in a courtroom, in the public, could be very traumatic as well.
Right. Okay. You want this other one from Gil Garcetti?
Yes. What else does he have to say?
See what the hell else this guy's got to say. So far, I don't know what he said. He's put me to sleep.
Even though the possibility may be remote, there is a possibility that the young man who was a catalyst for this investigation may say, I now want to step forward and testify.
There is a 6-year statute of limitation on child sexual abuse charges in Los Angeles. And what the prosecutor is saying there is if at some point when the child is older and he decides, you know what, I do feel like doing this now, I am strong enough to testify in court, they would reopen the case.
Let me ask you something. If he signs an agreement with Michael Jackson saying he will take $20 million...
And they say the agreement was 24.
Okay. If that's the case, $24 million, and Michael Jackson gets him to sign an agreement saying you will never bring this up again if you take the money.
That's not part of the agreement from what I understand.
Really? Wow. What kind of an agreement is that?
A bad one.
Yeah. So let's say
that he must have known this kid wasn't close to talking.
Let's say he loses $24 million, this kid. He invests it, and it's unbelievable. He loses all this money. He could turn around again and say, I'm taking up the charges again, and go through this whole deal again.
Right.
Okay. Well, he's got the fountain of money right there. If we got to take a break, Robin, we'll come back and do some...
Well, you don't want to finish this up because I
go
have
ahead.
some... sound from Johnny Cochran, who, of course, represents O.J. now, but he was also Michael Jackson's attorney, and they caught him in a break in the O.J. Simpson hearing yesterday to find out exactly what he had to say about and whether he was in touch with Michael after this announcement. If you play number 5 and number 6, we will hear Johnny Cochran talking about how Michael Jackson feels about the settlement of this case.
I'm Johnny Cochran. Yeah. Welcome.
He's very, very thankful and grateful this investigation is over. He wants to get on with his life. He plans to do that, both he and his wife, and proceed to have a family.
He and his wife.
This was a very, very painful time in his life, and the one that he wants to speedily put behind him.
All right, Johnny Cochran.
And he also...
The only black attorney in America.
That's right, that he does not feel that there will be any further prosecution as a result of this case.
This may have been the most thorough investigation of a celebrity in this country. And so I don't expect anything else to happen. I think this is over.
So there you have it.
All right, thank you, Johnny.
Johnny,
I was walking on the beach. I saw him like, we'll take a break. We'll be back.
Hey, Robin.
Again. Howard Stern.
We're actually on schedule, Robin. We are on schedule. I just want to repeat that. And again, if you haven't heard the news, we are already #1 in Miami. The ratings we have some kind of preliminary ratings.
Overnight rating.
In one day, we have become #1. So that's very exciting news. Thank you.
O.J. Simpson continues to command a lot of news attention. They will be back in court today continuing to argue about what kind of evidence can be presented in this trial. Meanwhile, there's a report out today that a sock found in O.J.'s home contained the blood of Nicole Brown Simpson.
Wonder how that got on there. You know who really pisses me off is, and I'm still confused by this. I got to ask you a question.
Who pisses you off, Howard?
I always see in the news reports that this guy, the best friend of O.J., Kardashian.
Robert Kardashian, yes.
They have him carrying O.J.'s garment bag.
Yes.
And this garment bag has never been found since. Have they asked him where the garment bag is?
I don't think so. Remember, he got his law license reinstated so that he could claim attorney-client privilege.
There's all kinds of rules. I tell you, they ought to take him and A.C. Cowlings and get him up there. And, I don't know, put bamboo shoots under their nails.
Electrodes and a car battery.
I mean, what is this? Two people are dead. There's no joke. 2 people have lost their lives. Ron Goldman and Nicole Simpson. And there's blood. There's Nicole Simpson's blood.
Well, this is through sources, so we don't, there were a lot of things that turned out not to be true a few days later, but this is the latest leak we hear.
Cindy Adams was saying on Heraldo yesterday, like, how the hell she knows anything? I don't know. This woman can't even look in the mirror and see her own beehive hairdo.
She has sources.
She says that O.J.'s going to eventually cop, he's going to cop a plea. This is just legal wrangling right now. He'll get 6 to 10 years in jail for the murders and under a plea bargain and do 4 to 6. Probably 4 years. He'll be out in 4 years.
Well, you have to remember what was said to us at the very beginning of this whole case when that Howard Weitzman dropped the case and it was taken up by Robert Shapiro, that he is not a trial attorney.
He's a plea bargain attorney.
He's a plea bargain attorney.
Right.
And you have to understand that all of this wrangling over evidence, all this trying to find the loopholes and attacks on the police officers' credibility and so forth,
it's to make the prosecution feel like they could lose the case.
Is an attempt to undermine the prosecution's case, their confidence in the case, so that they will make a better offer.
Wow.
Possibly.
I'll tell you what, the prosecution ought to fear O.J. getting off and being loose on the streets.
We all should, but 4 to 5 years for killing 2 people?
No way.
Doesn't seem right.
If O.J. gets free, I heard a rumor. Cindy Adams said that the white people will riot in the streets of Los Angeles. It's going to be the biggest. It's going to be the biggest riot ever. Is that right? Isn't that right?
Smacking people with golf clubs.
Yeah, golf clubs and yuppie handbooks. Very good.
Yeah, they're novels. They'll start beating people.
Anything else in the news, Robin?
Of course there's. I'm not finished talking about this.
You're kidding. You have more information?
O.J.'s mother, Eunice Simpson, is going to be interviewed on TV tonight by Connie Chung.
You know, Connie, maybe I'm old, but you look like you got some slanty eyes.
Oh,
I'm Chinese.
What kind of woman are you?
I'm a Chinese. Oh. O.J. never had one of them.
Like Judge Ito.
Yeah, Judge Ito, the good man. O.J.'s mom.
Yeah, she's going to say that it'll take a miracle from God to get O.J. off at this point. The reason being, not that she thinks her son is guilty, it's that she feels that he can't get a fair trial.
Right.
She says, as far as she's concerned, the media has been out for her son's blood from the very beginning and that he can't get a fair trial. She says once she realized that her son was a suspect in the case, she went to him and squeezed his hand and said, O.J., why would they, think of you?
Yeah, what's that blood on your sock, son?
And he just squeezed her hand. He appeared to be in shock. He couldn't
even lie to her.
Right, he couldn't say a word. She says he appeared to be in shock. Meanwhile, the sister, O.J.'s sister, who is also interviewed with the mother, says that...
She thinks O.J.'s guilty?
No.
No?
That she doesn't believe all the tabloid accounts of the volatility of the relationship between O.J. and Nicole. She says at the time that 911 call was recorded, and her brother eventually pleaded no contest to spousal battery charges, that it was explained away as a single incident that got out of hand and that there were 2 people involved.
Okay, yeah. I haven't seen any incidents in my house like that.
So that's how the family feels about it. Yesterday, they completed the interviews with the children of O.J. Simpson, Arnell and Jason. They said that neither one of them has ever asked their father if he's guilty. They just believe he's not.
Son, how come they blaming you for this here killing? So he squeezes her hand and he punches her in the face.
Broke several fingers.
Stupid idiot, because there's blood all over my socks. What kind of mother are you?
Is that an answer?
No wonder I'm a violent man. Well, tomorrow, since all these shows are getting O.J.'s mother, Connie Chung is O.J.'s mother, other shows have O.J.'s children. Tomorrow we'll be interviewing O.J.'s mailman. We have him lined up, and we'll be ready to go with that tomorrow when you tune in.
Exclusive.
That's right.
Well, I'm glad we got that. Meanwhile, the question is whether O.J. will testify. Here is Johnny Cochran once again.
Johnny Cochran. Dun, 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 dun.
To answer the question, have they made a decision? Will O.J. testify in his own behalf?
Yes.
Yeah.
We haven't decided yet.
Mr. Simpson is desirous of testifying, certainly at this point, but telling the story, he has nothing to hide. And so the record is abundantly clear. The final decision will be made at that time by all of the lawyers, and Mr. Simpson will have the final decision.
Right. Understood.
I also heard rumors that O.J. got a little angry at the lawyers. He seemed to think maybe for however much money he's paying for this defense, he wasn't getting his money's worth.
Yeah,
when he heard that the whole law team was posing for pictures for Vanity Fair a few hours before they were supposed to be conducting a hearing.
Yeah, well, Johnny Cochran refused to pose.
After O.J. got upset.
Yeah.
He was there, too. Until he heard that O.J. was upset, then he balked and said, I'm not going to be in this picture, and the whole photo shoot was canceled, from what I understand.
Well, O.J., meanwhile, is in prison watching. He has an exercise cycle, and he's getting massages.
I understand that the exercise cycle is not in his cell.
Oh.
It's in the hall.
Oh, good.
And,
so the other prisoners, yes.
But since there are no other prisoners, you could say it's O.J.'s cycle.
Can you imagine, like, you walk into prison, you're a guard, and you see O.J. exercising on his exercycle, and you don't even have one?
But he doesn't. They say he's been very disinterested in exercising. He just sits in his cell.
Well, he won't do much time, so tell him not to worry about it. He should keep in shape. We just got a telegram from O.J. yesterday. It says, Howard and gang, congratulations on #1 in Miami. Stop. I have to go for my massage. Stop. Love O.J. And that's a good guy to say that to us. Our first communique.
Obviously nothing on his mind, so you got a clear conscience.
Yeah. What does he care? He's happy.
Worried about radio ratings.
He's happy we're #1 in Miami.
Baseball Commissioner Bud Selig and the Players Association President
Bud Selig.
Don Furr will be in Washington today testifying before the House Judiciary Committee.
Judiciary.
The committee is exploring baseball's 72-year-old antitrust exemption offered down to it from the Supreme Court.
Bud Selig.
They seem to think that the lawmakers might be inclined to revoke that exemption simply because they're angry about the baseball season this year. They feel that both the players and the owners are so self-absorbed that they've forgotten about the fans.
Right.
I don't know why our Congress is worried about baseball, but that's what they're doing.
Yeah, well, it's easier to solve than Haiti.
I guess so.
What else you got there, Rob?
Remember those two ladies I told you about down in Louisiana who gouged out their sister's eyes? Because they thought she had demons inside of her. She was possessed.
How's she now?
Well, the woman with the eyes gouged out is blind.
Right.
But the two sisters were convicted of aggravated assault on the girl whose eyes were gouged out.
They got 3 weeks in prison.
And they face up to 10 years.
Can you imagine 10 years? 10 years. They should have their own eyes gouged out.
Oh, you're for an eye for an eye?
You're not kidding. Boy, oh boy. 10 years doesn't replace that woman's eyesight. Man. Well, at least they had a reason for doing it. I hate these murders
that are
senseless.
For no reason.
Yeah, with random shootings. At least they thought she was possessed.
They were trying to help her, actually.
I tried to take my parents' ears off. I planed them off with a... I thought they were hearing the devil. So I can relate to this a little bit, Robin, in all fairness.
Okay. They say
so now that she's blind, will she run for Miss America next year?
She would have a good shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if that age will hold her back.
Come on. I'm blind and deaf.
She might as well try it.
I'm blind, deaf, and crippled. I got a club foot. I'd like to be Miss America.
Back in the early 80s, the technology became available to medical science to save premature infants. Who weighed as little as 10.5 ounces at birth. Well, now those children have reached the age where they're entering school, Howard, and researchers have found that 45% of these children are in special education classes, 20% are mentally retarded, and 25% have severe visual problems.
And the other 3% are running for Miss America.
No. About 30% of them, though, are completely okay.
You know Frank Flores, the sales guy? He weighed 10 ounces at birth.
Really? Is that his problem?
No, he didn't. He's actually very healthy.
But 30% of them are okay and doing just fine. And for those who do have problems, the glass is half full. A while ago, these researchers say, these kids weren't living at all.
Right.
Oh, stop that, Jackie. You're so heartless.
Some of them are even our interns.
They also say that surgeons who choose the music they listen to in the OR when they're operating may operate better. Their blood pressure is lower, and they just seem to have a lot less stress while they're doing their job.
Great.
They said the top choice was classical, but it really depends on whether the surgeon likes that type of music or not, more than the music itself.
Here's what I listen to when I operate.
Okay.
They call it marijuana, and before the song is done, explain to all you people how this outlaw causes.
All right, thank you.
You really think that makes you operate better?
Explain to all you people how this outlaw causes fun. That's very good.
Hey, the new Julie Stein. What a lyric.
New Julie Stein.
All the crazies, old and young, you name them, they were there.
All right, good. I can't take it. Come on, we got to wrap up.
All right,
yeah.
the Tonight Show went back down in the ratings.
Of course.
Finished third.
Right.
The other night, after finishing first the night before.
There was a time when it was number one.
It was beaten out.
Nobody was better than me.
By Nightline.
Nightline beat
David Letterman. Nightline had a good night because they were talking about the Haiti situation.
Imagine that.
And then David Letterman came in second, and Jay Leno pulling up the rear at third.
Pulling up the rear. Yeah. You should.
And in the big battle between Frasier and Home Improvement, the two biggest shows in television, Home Improvement, the winner by about 15 million viewers.
Wonka high.
But they say NBC is still calling the Frasier showing a win because it did reasonably well.
That's a good spin.
And pulled up the ratings of the show that followed.
That sounds like Imus when they do interviews with me, since he's number 2 in the ratings.
You ignore the numbers.
Yeah, when he's number 9. Yeah, I just ignore the numbers and say I'm number 2. Everyone else does.
What happened?
Yeah, we won anyway.
The screen didn't go dark, it's a win.
That's right. Frasier was on, we didn't beat Home Improvement, but we were number 1 anyway. That's good, that's how I always do it.
Makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Anything else, Robin?
I finally just wanted to talk to you about Bob Morton.
Yeah, good.
Of the David Letterman show. I'm just reading in the
He's no
paper.
He's the producer of the Tonight Show. I mean, of the Letterman show.
Late Show, yeah. He's become the most sought-after guest at parties. They say in page 6 today.
Why is that?
Because everybody wants to be his friend. He gets to sometimes, I suppose, pick who gets on the David Letterman show. And so he intimates to people, we like to have friends on the show. So who else are you going to suck up to?
Morty's like a real ugly guy who gets laid a lot now. And I remember the girls he was getting when the Letterman show wasn't so popular.
And he wasn't the producer.
Yeah. As long as Letterman's popular, he's going to get laid.
Some people in Hollywood, they say, call him Letterman's $2 million whipping boy.
Cool. I'll take that job.
But Morty, he gets to, diss the guests and do whatever he wants. He was asked about certain people. He said that he wasn't real pleased with this week because they have Don Rickles, Jack Lemmon, and Dennis Hopper on.
Too old.
3 guys in their late 50s and early 60s and 70s.
Who are all built better than Morty.
He says, I have to hippen it up a little bit.
Yeah, man, I got to hippen the show up a little bit.
He looks so hip.
Well, whose fault is it? Yeah, he's so hip. Morty's real hip.
Yes.
Then he passes judgment on Demi Moore. He says, we don't want people who just come on to do a plug. We like people who are going to give us a good 10 minutes of entertainment. Demi was a bad guest at first. Now she's developed into a good guest. Passing the Morty test.
Well, Morty needs conversation when he gets invited to those parties, so he has to evaluate the guests. He has to hippen up the show. He's such a hip guy. They want to invite guys who look like Bozo to the... Yeah, wear my red nose to the big party and make fun of Demi Moore.
We're the models. Lead me to the models.
Yeah, man, I got to make sure the Letterman show's hip. We got a lot of old guys on this week, so I'll have to hippen it up. Yeah. All right, good. Good for Morty. Morty's a nice guy.
See the evolution of a person you've known over the years.
Yeah, Morty graced me and came backstage and visited me the last time I did Letterman.
Let you kiss his ring?
The only reason he came back, my agent complained that Morty never comes back and says hello to me anymore. She says, hey, it's getting all uptight up there. What happened to Morty? How come he doesn't come by and say hi? So then Morty had to come down and say hi to me.
Like you really want that.
Isn't that funny? Like my agent had to call up and say, we
don't like the way we're being treated.
Yeah, so then Morty has to come down and treat me nice.
You had an audience.
Yeah. I had an audience with Morty.
Morty came to you.
Morty.
Morty. If I can't go to Morty, Morty will come to me.
Morty's like the caterpillar that becomes a butterfly. He's blossomed into a big star himself. Yeah, he sits there next to Letterman and tells him he's funny all day.
That's right.
All right, Robin, let's get out of here. Come on, we got a busy agenda. You have a busy life. Let's be honest. This show is very unimportant in our daily schedule.
That's right. This is just a roadblock to whatever else we have to do.
Let's remember Jackie New Rave joke page Martling, who will be. There's a couple of exciting Jackie stories here. First of all, Jackie's Wild Comedy CD.
What is he doing on the phone to Ron Jeremy? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. What is that all about, Jackie? I don't know anything about it.
I was trying to get some Stump the Joke Man shirts to Ron Jeremy to try and get Bobbitt to wear them in the movie.
Oh.
Jackie wanted his T-shirt to be on the new porno movie.
This is what he's doing in his spare time?
Oh, that's right. Jackie can't be here. He has to go over there and do that. Jackie New Rave joke page Martin. To order Jackie's Wild Comedy CD.
I'll get my T-shirts in the John Wayne Bobbitt movie.
Yeah, that'll be real funny. People will laugh.
Great promotion.
Hey, you know what he told me? He goes, and you know it has the word stump in it. Stump the Joke Man. Stump, get it?
Right. Hey, great tie-in.
Jackie, put your head in the sand. Anyway, Jackie has put together a Wild Comedy CD. It's only $10 plus free shipping and handling.
Why don't I wear your T-shirt on the cover of my book?
I'll give you $6.
$10 plus free shipping and handling. Price includes full-colored joke page, Jokeland catalog. It's 20 pages. Call 1-800-323-5464. Tomorrow night, there's two big shows. This is the longest plug in history.
Someday it's tougher than others.
Yeah, tomorrow night, two big shows at the Comedy Connection. Yeah, the Comedy Connection. And I'm waiting for the day he's not doing anything. In Nathaniel Hall in Boston.
Yeah, I need some time off the road.
You're just upset about Bob Moore.
There you go. For raunchy jokes and information, call 516-922-WINE, and make sure you get those tickets fast in Boston. They're almost all sold out. Right said Fred Norris will be at Spiral September 27th at the charity gig. Fred will also be opening up for me at my book signing October 22nd on Long Island. I'll be appearing at some bookstore. I don't know the name of it. Where am I appearing, Fred? Borders Books.
What town is that, man?
I don't know.
Carl Place, Gary said.
Yeah, Carl Place. Join Boyd Gary with his... Where am I, Gary?
I got everything there.
Go ahead.
You are going to be on October 22nd at Borders Books in Westbury, Country Road.
With Stuttering John and Fred Norris Band.
That's correct.
Fred Norris.
And then on September 30th, you're going to be in Crown Books on DuPont Circle in Washington.
And the reason I'll be there is to celebrate with this woman who got fired from Westlaco, Texas.
Pam Antonelli.
Right in DuPont Circle.
Gah.
What does that mean?
That's a very, very effeminate side of town, which I like. I'm hoping I get picked up by a guy.
A lot of your people are there.
Yeah, a lot of my people. Join Boyd Gary with his special friends.
Oh, it sounds like a
retard club. Stuttering John, Elephant Boy, and Miss Howard Stern at the Fizz in Langhorne, Pennsylvania this Friday night.
We'll be taking the special bus.
Don't miss D. Snyder and his band showcasing at the CMJ convention at the Rock Ridge Saloon this Wednesday night. Also, don't forget on pay-per-view, Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and Major League 2. Call your local cable system or check your guide for viewing details. Brought to you by Warner Brothers and Request TV pay-per-view.
How can I just do a plug? Is that right?
If you're planning a wedding or Christmas party and need a mobile DJ, now's the time to call Scott the Engineer's Rocket Entertainment at 718-BAG-5040. Well, that about wraps it up, Robin.
Thank you.
Stuttering John, what was that?
I just want to do a plug if I can.
All right, quickly, go ahead.
All right, don't forget to buy my great new CD. It's at record stores everywhere, and to get on my mailing list called